Discretion is advised.
Hey everyone! I don't know why it just cut out that way. Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Geekin Out. I'm yours truly, DonPrime, here for another Out of Your Mind Wednesday stream, y'all. And I'm gonna play that intro again because I'm pissed. Actually, you know what? I'm playing another intro. I'm actually gonna play another intro. Let's go. Let's go. What even the hell was that? I don't know, man. Yo, no, you know what? Fuel the jet. Fuel the jet.
Post it, baby. Go, go, go. FTJ, FTJ. That looks clean.
What is FTJ?
Fuel the jet. Fuel the jet. FTJ, 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 legit. Wow.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Geekin Out. I'm yours truly, DonPrime, here for another Out of Your Mind Wednesday stream, y'all. I'm here once again with my boys today, CMB, and the man, the myth, the legend, DonPrime. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Set that up right there. Yes. What's up, everybody? Yo.
What's up?
What's going on, folks? Thank you for joining us on this wacky Wednesday. Technical issues abound in all areas of the United States, possibly the world. Who knows? Is it Howard Chan? Is he trying to finally go for everyone's wallet? Who knows?
You know, well, he is going for everybody's wallet, but this time my internet was all shot to hell because of the weather that came through this morning and some parts. Yeah, it was this morning and last night, all together, all in one. So I was about to cancel the stream, but we finally got the things rolling with the internet. So, but if you hear some crackling whispers in the dark, I'm gonna. It's unfortunately the internet is out of whack. So, but either way, guys, how are y'all doing today? Y'all doing fine? I know everyone, and I know Don, you went back to work, right?
Oh, yeah, I went back to work, but Jesus, I got some stuff, including my quarter scale Mark 42. So now I just got to go to the post office and grab my soap reactor because, again, I had to go into work today, and so I missed the delivery guy with a signature slip. So now my thing is, so there's actually 8 battery parts on the Mark 42. So I'm like, crap, do I actually have enough of the wires, the larger scale wires? So I might have to do another separate wire order because this thing is lit up to the gills. Like it's going to take a full soap reactor just for the Mark 42. And I love it. I just don't love having to get another order from Hong Kong, just for wires.
Well, hey, man, sacrifices.
Exactly.
But hey, I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope all your wallets are doing great. We're catching up to what we've missed the past few days because I couldn't do the Mace Windu stream or the Battle Droid stream because of my computers either getting fixed at Dell or having issues at home. So next week, I am going to be, like, if anybody's asking about, are we going to talk about Clone Wars stuff or the Mandalorian Season 3 announcement of 40th Anniversary Return of Jedi, I am going to have 2-hour streams just for those next week once I get the computer back, because I do want to delve deep into each IP that's been newly acquired by Hottoys for their licensing and everything. We're gonna go deep into each one, like 40th anniversary, which pictures can we show you pictures, videos of what we feel that might come out or might be considered. And then we'll move on after that. Probably talk about any future stuff. Right now, we'll be talking about Mace Windu and the Super Bowser, and also the Mark V Iron Man and the Spiderman that came out this week. Which Hottoys is like, what wallet? You never had your wallet, as Loco Lu would say. Loco Lu, what's up, man?
What's poppin', people? Happy New Year to everyone. Nate, DonPrime, cigars and bacon. Happy New Year, man. Much love and respect to all of y'all, man. I'm glad to be here. Glad to see you guys again. And yes, what wallet? You never had your wallet. Howie has your wallet.
Yeah, Howie has your damn wallet. Yeah, everybody's asking. I'm talking through the phone, guys. Nate, what do you do for a living? I'm I just work the airport, man. That's what I do. And
he's actually Maverick. He's a
What's
government. Yeah, you're Maverick. You're just a contracted test pilot.
No. He's a gigolo. That's why he always getting breadsticks.
Oh my God, get out of here, man. Oh damn.
Yo.
But hey, the job helps me out getting the army built, especially what's going to happen in the future. So it's going to go big, guys. But we'll talk more about that later. But let's get into Mace Windu. Let's talk about Mace Windu. So Don, if you're ready.
Give me one momento. No, okie dokie.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That just reminded me.
What's up?
I gotta place my pre-orders. My money just came in, and there's so much to buy because Turtle stuff just got announced from Mezco, so that's a $400 drop. But this right here, whoo, yes.
That's gonna be a beautiful piece, man. Look at that. Look at that. Now, granted, the head sculpt, it needs corrections, okay, and it's not perfection just yet. But don't you worry, y'all. Hottoys, they're on the case. Okay, they'll take care of Samuel L. Jackson, the mofo. All right. I know people were complaining about the head sculpt. I get it, but it's a prototype, guys. From what I was told, this was literally made within 3 months. That's what I was told right now, within 3 months. They actually got the license just recently from my Boston Spies. They told me they recently got the license within the 3 or 4 months in the year, and they finally got this out. So if this is three months, damn, can you imagine 2 years? So, or a year and a half at this point.
Word. I don't think it's going to be difficult for them to do Samuel L. Jackson head sculpt. We got a Nick Fury, and that is perfection. Everyone sees that as a grail figure for their Avengers collection because we only got one Nick Fury, But here he's a little youthful, and for some reason, we criticized the youthfulness in sculpts. But when everything's aged up, we praise it. Like, oh yeah, look at the wrinkles and stuff like that. Like that's the only time we praise age. You know what I mean? It's like if the figure don't have any age, it's not like wine. You know what I mean? It just doesn't cut the mustard. But for me, the head sculpt to me is like an 8 to almost a 9. It's not perfect. It's close enough.
I feel that 8. I feel that 8, 7.5 going to 8. I feel that. Yeah.
Like to me, it's 8 leaning more towards 9 because it's a young Samuel L. Jackson, and I could use this head sculpt for other things other than Star Wars. You know what I mean? I can see him in other roles. So it's multitasking for me in the way I'm thinking. But remember, to each their own. Not everyone collects the same. Not everyone thinks the same. But bro, I'm happy. He's coming home.
Oh, hey. Lou, I got something for you. Are we happy, Loco Lu? Are we happy?
Yes, we're happy.
Oh, wait, I don't have that meme. I forgot to put that meme.
You forgot the meme? Oh.
I forgot to put that meme. Oh, no. Yeah, I have it saved. I forgot to put the meme. But I do have this meme once, though, because I had this one meme I want to put because Diablo Fett just start calling me handsome. Like, Daddy, chill, man. Daddy, chill, man. Don't reveal my secrets to the world, man. Come on now.
My yard.
Wait.
All of you.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that? Get everybody out of my yard.
I told
Daddy,
you,
chill.
breadsticks. I told you, breadsticks. Breadsticks, you know why I use breadsticks? Not just because it's free, because it's part of his business. You know what I mean? Escort.
Daddy, chill, man. I gotta work hard for these hot toys, man. Come on, let's go. Gotta work hard, man. I got no ties with Toys One that to get these free. You know what I'm saying? But yo, let's move on. Let's move on.
Shots fired. Flag on the plate. We don't talk about
flag on the plate. No, I'll allow it. I removed that.
See?
Damn it!
See, the boys just came up.
There's only we only can have 100 videos on the actual StreamYard, so I have to remove old videos. And the one I wanted, I allow it right now. That flag, no, I couldn't. Now I can't use it. Oh well.
What is it like that old Married with Children episode where Kelly Bundy's on the trivia show? Yeah, and the premise was every bit of information she learns, she loses a piece, and at the very end, it's like, who scored 4 touchdowns in a game for Polk High, such and such, and she's like, tennis racket. So that's what StreamYard is.
Yeah. So Thule's asking, hey Nate, what's happening in here today? Who is the victim here? You know damn freaking well, I am always the freaking victim. Don't get it twisted. But the real thing, we are all the victims today. We are all the victims today after what we have seen, what's been announced through Hottoys right now. We are all the victim. Like, all the IPs is being worked on. But another thing, though, with the Super Battle Droids now and Mace Windu, that's another victim card right there for me, because I'm like, damn, man, I'm going to have to army build Mace Windu and the Super Battle Droids, man. Because remember, he has the armor pieces, right? Yeah, I want different looks for Mace Windu, you know? I'm like, damn, I didn't think I was going to army build Mace Windu, but I might have to for the accessories, for different looks.
So at that point, is it not Mace Windu, but Mace Windu?
Mace Windu.
No, Mace Winduo.
Oh.
Mace Winduo.
You like that, right?
Yeah.
Duo.
So, we might need to trademark that under Loco Lu's premise.
On the Loco Lu's
Winduo,
premise, Winduo, because you're gonna need two. One for Attack of the Clones and Clone Wars.
Well, I'm excited that we're actually getting freaking Mace Windu, man. That's what I'm excited about. Like, we're getting Mace Windu. Those that said this day will never come, what are they to say now? They're like, okay, I'm gonna give me a Mace Windu then, or they're gonna complain about the head sculpt, even though it's a prototype. It's a prototype, guys. Hottoys will do the work. We'll do the Lord's work and get this head sculpt done. You guys gotta have faith, y'all. Y'all just gotta have faith.
If you told me, if what you told me appears to be true, then you will have gained my trust. How is like, yeah, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
Yep.
Yes. And
so how you like it, guys? I actually liked the whole setup. I liked how they added the gauntlets from the Clone Wars series. Now I would like to see the armor version of this Mace Windu character, but we might see it for the next what's the one for? From the from the next IP, from the next variant of that. We'll see that. Doc Brown, I mean, it was still a bad move about Doc Brown. We've complained about that head sculpt when it first came out because it was the wrong head sculpt. I didn't think we were going to get any change with that head sculpt. The most I thought we were probably going to get changed is if they patch up the holes on the head sculpt for the glasses. But I was like, even if we get that without the holes, then it still would have been a complaint because it's the wrong head sculpt. The head sculpt belonged to Back to the Future 2. It was already a wrong figure to begin with. This figure has promise. There was no promise with that head sculpt with Doc Brown because it was the original one from Back to the Future. This one right here is a brand new head sculpt, brand new accessories, brand new look, and I guess at this point, new body work to it because you need to add the new gauntlets to it because you're gonna have to remove the arms to this. But either way, Doc Brown was an L.
Mm-hmm.
Here,
I was just about to ask you that was going to be the L in the list of what we were talking about for Hottoys. They had like what 13, 15 L's out of the year.
Out of the year. Mm-hmm.
80% of it was bangers. So it's like, you know, it's a fail. You know, not everything succeeds. But you know what I look forward to, Nate?
What's up?
Obi-Wan. He was teased a long time ago, and we saw that Padme. She was not that good looking back then, but she looks like mommy now. So imagine what they're going to do with Obi-Wan. They're probably going to give us a proper head sculpt. And that's going to be the chaser versus the one from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
Mm-hmm.
You mean Mullet Jesus?
Mullet
Jesus. Yes. Jesus
Kenobi. But Freedom Mullet Kenobi.
Yeah.
But again, guys, like I said before, I'll say it again. You just got to maintain the faith, guys. Just maintain the faith.
The loss of one of the sacred rings racked our hearts with grief.
Putting aside our sorrow, we renewed our faith in the prophecy that other rings would be found. and see how our faith has been rewarded. Halo, its divine wind will rush through the stars, propelling all who are worthy along the path to salvation.
To salvation, y'all. Faith brought us Mace Windu. Faith brought us the 20th anniversary of the third phase, third or second phase. I think it's third phase. No, second phase. The second phase of the Clone Wars 20th anniversary. Faith has brought us the 20th anniversary of the Clone Wars animated show that everyone was talking about, that one Hottoys to start working on. Captain Fordo. You know what I mean? Faith brought us those opportunities. You gotta maintain the faith, guys. Do not fall to heresy, guys. Do not fall for that slander.
Hey, I mean, if they did the Bad Batch, Munila 7 with Fordo.
Yep. It'll be interesting. It's going to be very interesting when we see what Hottoys can bring. But we'll talk more about that in another stream.
Just again, this is just a quick teaser. Since they have the 2003 line, who was in that show that they could potentially make a figure of on that license specifically?
General Grievous.
Yeah, screw that sideshow. Hot Toys like, we got
that could be the first. Yeah, that could be the first one. The White Death. I mean, this is the white version of the General Grievous attire. They could do the White Death version of him. The Giga Chad General Grievous.
Yep.
Dude, if Hot Toys
sideshow's like
General Grievous, I'm buying two.
You buying two of those? Damn.
Grievous? It's Grievous, bro. He's one of my favorite villains. He's one of my favorite villains in Clone Wars. Like, dude, he has to do something right besides just run away. But, fight, then run away. Fight, run away. And survive as long as he has. Like, if you check his lineage, he's been around for quite a while. So, he deserves a second spot in the mantles.
Yeah, we'll see, man. I'm hoping we do, man. But hey, let me hear you guys talk about Mace Windu real quick. I already shared my thoughts on him. I think it's a great piece. I think people are just getting too overhyped over how on the accuracy of the head sculpt. We got time. We got time for 2 years in the wait. For me, I think it's still good. If it comes out like this, I think it's still all right. 7.58. I still want to see Hot Toys to commit to perfection, and I think they still got room for perfection, and they'll work on it. They'll work on it like they did with the other head sculpts, except for Doc Brown. Doc Brown is a whole different case with that, because it was a head sculpt from the Back to the Future 2 that should have never been on that freaking body. Should have never been there. I've said it before. It was already a L to begin with, because they added the different head sculpts from another line of movies. It should never have been happened that way. But anyway, I love the accessories. The USB powered lightsaber for Mace Windu. The clothing, different looks for Mace Windu as well. That's why I need to get two of these. It's an absolute do for me. It has to be two of these so I can get two different Mace Windu looks. And then the third one, the third Mace Windu, will either be the Clone Wars version from the animated or Revenge of the Sith version with the sheared off hand. You know what I'm saying?
Then out the window.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, Nate, I just had a thought.
What's up?
What if this is another Cable?
What's in a good way or a bad way?
In a good way, because it's an 8. 8s are not bad. 8s are more than passing. You know what I mean? 8s are more than passing. So would people still purchase it if it still looks like that?
Yeah, I think once it gets in hand, and if the head sculpt still looks like this, and it gets in hand, it's probably going to be a different situation for the collector, because that's how it happened with Cable. People got Cable in hand, and were like, you know what? I overreacted.
Yeah, but back then was different, because now we can't play games.
Well,
true,
what
but
you mean,
true, but this is also a mainstream character. This is Sam L. Jackson. Now, and again, I'll just add my 2 cents in. Gotta remember, this is 2003 Sam Jackson, not 2023. So, I mean, 23. I mean, when they filmed. Well, but even going forward, there's another series he's going to be coming out in, and what is that? Secret Wars. I mean, Secret
Yeah,
Invasion.
Secret Wars. But the thing is, people were comparing the head sculpt from the 2012 and 2014 Samuel L. Jackson. People were comparing that head sculpt to this head sculpt. I'm like, it's an older Samuel L. Jackson. He didn't look the way he does now that he does in 2002. So that's another thing people need to understand. Like, they're going for a different Hottoys going for a different look here in order to bring out the usefulness of Samuel L. Jackson when he was in 2002 versus 2012 and 2014 version head sculpts. And he's going to be a whole different actor at this point with the beard and everything for Secret Invasion. So
exactly. I mean, and you got to remember, back then they'd film it, and it took almost 18 months to do post. So from what we've seen in the film, this might actually be almost from 21, 22 years ago. So again, you got to cut him some slack. I mean, go look at the movie Basic with John Travolta, where he plays,
Oh yes, yes,
something like that. Look at a perspective from that face, and it's not that far off. Now, lighting is obviously a big deal in these photos. And, not only the lighting, but the angle and the perspective the shots are being taken at. I mean, and I know we've talked about it before. It almost, in some shots, looked like it's an amalgamation of both, live action and the Clone Wars.
That's true. Yes. I've heard that discussion. Yes, he looks like an amalgamation of both characters from the Clone Wars and the live action. Which, again, this doesn't bother me right here, because I enjoy it. I still see Mace Windu. This is going to be like a Hawkeye Ronin situation where I'm going to have to get two of them for different looks. It's going to be a Hawkeye. I got two Hawkeyes, one from EndGame. One for his look at the end and the Ronin Samurai look. I got both looks right now on my display. So there's going to be the same thing with Mace Windu. And I'll probably move one Mace Windu to another shelf, maybe another Clone Wars shelf or something. And then the other one's going to be on the prequel side. So Don, is this a do for you or this is a pass?
Oh, this is a freaking do. I mean, I'm just waiting.
Absolute do? Okay.
I'm just waiting for the end of the month for the last of my Sideshow rewards to hit up, because I got a giant chunk coming, and then I'll grab that. Yeah, I mean, this is an obvious do. I mean, wink, wink, I've already grabbed the Battle Droid because I used coupons and a little bit of rewards on it, so I got that for a great deal. But, I mean, I've got a Battle Droid, I need Mace. Because if I'm going to have, him going against Jango, I'm going to need to have the Battle Droid, flanking Jango. So
that's right. That's another thing too. Jango's been doing pretty well. I know people were saying that Jango was going to be selling out because of Mace Windu. Well, again, we just gotta be patient and see. But either way, don't play games with Jango. He's like, for me, the figure of the year right now. For me, anyway. It's all the accessories you get. It is the last true deluxe from Hottoys. That's the thing.
I'm gonna tell you this. I did reorganizing last night, so I moved like all my Mando, the Mandalorian, all the Mandos together. Since I got the armor in with a great trade with Sean Hottoys Nightmare. Thank you very much. And Death Watch Heavy and all that. I'm very tempted to move Jango just into there, even though I know it completely breaks canon. It's just those different looks offset, but it's almost like he's the Clint Eastwood version of the Mandalorian, not only with like the dual blasters, but just how he has his holsters down low, for that Western gunslinger look, and then you preface that as the opposite with the heavy who's rocking the chain gun equivalent.
Also, Blackbird Tech, thank you for those kind words for Jeremy Renner. Please send your best wishes to Jeremy Renner. He had an accident with a snowplow last week. He was helping out a friend, and then things went from bad to worse. So send your best wishes to them. He did post that he's doing okay now. I just hope he makes a fast recovery so he can go and save the Avengers again. Like he always does.
Yeah, I mean, when he gets better, and again, I mean, we're sick bastards, but this is a complete accident, because they even, like, the sheriff's department in the area actually said, like, this was a complete, accident, like something happened. There's no foul play. There was no ill intent on anybody. It was just an active, for lack of a better word, an act of God, as an insurance legal sense, because
Basically,
no one
could
anticipate something like this happening. But I mean, once he's fully recovered, all his memes from especially the Hawkeye series where he's like broken and just icing himself, then it's full game, because I think at that point he can appreciate it.
Yeah. So basically, wrong place, wrong time. So
yeah, pretty much.
So yeah.
I want to hear CMB's thoughts, because CMB has to say I want to hear his thoughts before we move over to the Super Battle Droid. CMB, what's your thoughts on Mace Windu?
For me, I mean, it's a dude, but like I told you guys in person, like when I looked at the photos, I immediately thought that this was Hottoys taking from the animated and his look from Attack of the Clones and mixing them together, just because of them giving us the accessory with the bracers. That I remember, I know I was saying that to me it feels like they mixed them together, so that way if you did the figure with his bracers, you would get the animated look and feel. Or if you did it without, you would get the movie look and feel by them mixing the two sculpts together. Other than that, like, yeah, and it was like you told me, like, hey, they only had 3 months to work on that sculpt before they dropped it. If that's 3 months worth of work for a sculpt, then I really don't have anything negative to say, because that's pretty damn good for only 3 months. They're going to go back and work on it to give us what they want to release, then I'm all for it. Granted, everybody's got sour taste in their mouth because of Doc Brown. We all thought, okay, they're going to work on it. That was just them rushing to show something, but they didn't. But then we all started getting discouraged with the DeLorean too, saying, oh, well, I guess they're not going to fix the wheelbase then. And what did they do? They went back and they fixed the wheelbase without telling anybody.
And released early too, releasing in January now. So look at that.
So I have a feeling that that's what they're going to be doing. The same is they're going to go back and work on this Samuel L. Jackson. But at the same point, I also thought about it like, what if it was them reaching in like they did with the Bad Batch, where they went and they took the animated look but made it realistic, and that's what they were doing with this sculpt, was using the animated look and then pulling it into realism like they did with the Bad Batch. I mean, there's a multitude of things, just factors is what I'm saying, and what ifs. But like I said, it doesn't hinder me saying like, oh no, I'm not getting it, because this is Mace Windu. This is a younger Samuel L. Jackson. Or it's an animated pulled to realistic. Or it's a mixture of animated and realistic, like I was talking about, because of the bracers. Either way, it doesn't stop me from saying that's not Samuel L. Jackson, so I'm not getting it. For me, it's, man, that's Mace Windu. I got to get that figure. I have to add him to the collection.
Exactly.
Yep. No, I agree wholeheartedly on this. I do hope that Hottoys does commit to perfection with this figure, and I do have faith. And also, I already like what it comes with. I already love the head sculpt already. I still gave it a 7.58. I do see the similarities, like CMB was saying, and everybody's been saying here. But it's not going to be a figure that I ain't going to say no to pre-order wise. I'm going to pre-order this within the 4 to 6 months plan. I'm going to pre-order this. This ain't going to go waitlist on my watch without me getting this pre-order in. You out of your damn mind. So for me, I'm gonna go. Don't let your pride get the better of you. Nate's rules. No Nate's rules. All right. Rule number 25. Don't let your pride get the better of you. All right. Don't let your pride get the better of you.
Nate's rules of acquisition.
Deals in absolutes.
Only Sith deal in absolutes. But yeah, it's absolute due for me, and I know everybody's going to be taking this home because this is Samuel Jackson. Now people are asking, will they do Revenge of the Sith version or a variant after this? Maybe. It's just up to Hot Toys if they want to do like an armor version from the Clone Wars series, the armor plates in the chest area and stuff like that. Kind of like what they did with Kenobi. In a way, they've had several versions like that, maybe a bow damage version, or they'll do the Revenge of Sith version with the sheared off arm for the memes,
Or what if they just say, screw it, this is the only chance we get, and as like a bonus, especially remember Ray, all the extra stuff we got. What if they give you the little peg adapter just for his cutoff arm? Because it's basically, if we see that, we know this is it. If you haven't ordered, you have that's red alert. This thing will go insane because that's the red flag that this is the one and only Mace. There's no more. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's your canary in the coal mine. If this thing comes with a stump additional bonus for the left arm to go into the peg, yeah, that's red. That's a red flag. This is the one and only. So jump on it.
Well, another thing too, I'm not going to play games that thinking that we're going to get another version of this character. This could be the one and done, kind of like Padme. That could be the one and done, unless they do like the Padme Amidala from the or the Queen Amidala from Phantom Menace. That'll be the only Padme we get right now. So I'm not going to play games, and that's why I didn't play games with C-3PO. It could be years till we see. Because remember, there's two opportunities that Hottoys can bring us a goldenrod C-3PO that everybody's been asking for. Two opportunities: Revenge of the Sith goldenrod, or actually three: goldenrod, Revenge of the Sith version, goldenrod, Return of the Jedi version, or goldenrod New Hope at the end of the ceremony. They could do those three versions, and those three versions we probably won't see that till like 10 years from now. If they don't do us, if they don't give us the goldenrod C-3PO on for the 40th Return of the Jedi, Howie can skip that if he wanted to, kind of like what he did with Bespin Han. He'll probably, he depending on him, he probably skip it and then move over to.
I just want to put this out. I mean, I don't want to say Howie hasn't thought of this, but if you haven't and you're listening and you like this idea, so probably the cheapest way that Hottoys could actually get a license for both R2 and C-3PO and do them both accurate to A New Hope, even through or variations for Empire or Jedi, is go for the licenses for the cartoon series Droids. Remember that show?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That would be the cheapest and easiest backdoor way for Hottoys to get an accurate goldenrod and an accurate, like a fully accurate A New Hope, with the additional accessories that were in that cartoon series. So, I mean, you don't, like, who's going to be going for that? And at this point, who even remembers that show? Other than it was, R2 and C-3PO. So.
No, I got you, man. Let me see. I know Matt brought up a good question here. Let me see. Do you guys PO day one or week one or wait till near blue screen now? So certain figures, for me, I wait till blue screen. But there's others, if I'm army building, I have to do early. I have to get them early in so I don't have to hunt down 2 or 3 copies. I gotta work on getting these early in. So those that have like 2 copies or my favorite characters, they get the day one pre-order treatment, especially if I have the coupons. But yeah, it just depends on the character, depends on the figure, and also it's like I said before. I'll say it again. Rule number 3 of Nate's rules: collect your way. So have an idea of how you collect your way. Have an idea how you do it. You can wait till blue screen, or you can wait till they actually go waitlisted, and then you can go to your backups. People have backups to where they go. They don't even order from Sideshow. They just use Sideshow as a reference to when to order, and then they go to their backups and swoop them out. Scoop them up. How about everybody else?
Yep.
I know C&B. He's more like a grill, not a grill hunter, like a steel hunter. Like he finds all the steals out there. So yeah, C&B, he hunts for the steals.
Yeah, I mean, I grabbed the B2 mainly because I had coupons and a little stash of rewards that came in over the weekend. So I mean, I ended up getting it for $197. So I mean, at that price, it's kind of like, why not? Because I may get another one, but if I even do that, it'll be 2, because like the Hasbro ones that I and Nate have, I'm going to keep those in the Clone Wars display. But I had a coupon. I had to use it if I was going to use it, basically within 12 hours. So of when I placed the order. But again, other figures, for me, it's wait and see, because there's a difference between, and again, nobody needs anything, but again, for your mindset, if you need something for your collection, depending on what it is, depending on if it's, a special edition, if it has accessories, I may, day one pre-order or, within a certain days, like the RoboCop with the chest armor exclusive. That's battle damage. I don't have the original. So for me, that was worth it to get that extra piece. Now, other things you can kind of wait on, and other ones you're like, hey, if I can get it at a discount, great. If I don't, no big deal. It's just an accessory piece.
Loco Lu, your thoughts?
On
Oh, you're just coming in. Okay, so
Yeah.
how do you go about ordering? Do you day one pre-order? Do you 1 week pre-order, or you wait till blue screen?
I play a lot of the blue screen games, and it kicks me in the butt. But sometimes it depends on my niche. Like my niche, everyone knows I'm the turtle guy. When it comes to Ninja Turtles, I always get it. I don't sleep on it. I just grab it. When it comes to Spider-Man, I pick and choose. I usually play the blue screen game with that. And it's worked in my favor for Spider-Man thus far. Just Spider-Man. So it's really up to certain calibers. But right now, because of what I have coming in the next 6 months, I'm getting married.
Congratulations.
And
Sorry.
Congratulations. And yes, Don said it right. Sorry.
No, come on, Loco. I gotta take it. You throw it up, I gotta put it down like Scotty.
Exactly. Sorry. And it's killing the wallet. Let's just say that it's killing the wallet faster. It's killing the wallet faster than how we could ever produce a figure.
Yeah, but you know what though? It's for your daughter though, right? That's all that matters.
It's for the entire family because all three of us are united in this front. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So 5 years, I could see looking back like I made the right decision. Like 9 years, I waited 9 years, bro. So, but besides that, back to figures.
It's not, and like I said before, I'll say again, it's not a race, guys. It's
not a race.
marathon.
No, it's not a race because I backtracked some figures that I wish that I got early because the price would have been different and I would have justified the price back then versus the price now. Yoda, Samurai Predator, things like of that nature. Hulk, but I got Hulk, for a smashing retail price, which is awesome. And
the Mark III.
No, the Mark 42.
The Mark 42, the Fortis scale.
Jesus Christ.
Dear God.
Let's go. But with Mace,
yeah, this thing's like 23 pounds by itself. So
damn.
Plus the box.
Damn. I say with Mace, I'll give him about 2 months, the same amount of time that I'm giving Padme and Annie. 2 months.
2 months. Okay.
So by February, I'll be pre-ordering them, and then by I want to say March, I'll pre-order him.
As long as you don't go past the 3 or 4 month.
Exactly.
Wait. Yeah.
Exactly. Because specifically, I want to collect moments of Star Wars, but my main Star Wars moment for me is when all the Jedi are laying waste to these droids.
Yeah.
So, gotta have that moment. But then again, there's also Clone Wars. So Anakin on stat, he laying waste too with Snips. So if I do it, it's gonna be dope. You get what I'm saying? It's just gonna be dope regardless. And I say this: collect what you absolutely love, and then you backtrack later if you need to. If you need to.
Pretty much rule number 2 of Nate's rules. Know your collection. I think a lot of collectors have a collection, but they don't know what they're collecting. You get me?
There's not a focus. There's not a central purpose or idea behind. You might have a display, you might have collection, but you have different IPs. There needs to be a minimal framework of why you're getting those characters in that IP and why you're displaying them in certain ways. Again, you don't have to have a master plan. You don't have to have, like a design setup. But if you need to have rationale, why do you have these characters? And why do you have them displayed in a certain way? Again, certain people like to mismatch certain IPs, which is fine. But once you reach a certain level of, Hot Toys where you have multiples, of different IPs, you got to establish how you're going to display them, why you're going to display them, and how they interact.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true. That's true.
Yep.
You just gotta have your sense of how you want to collect. So, because collectors they buy up a lot of stuff and then they're like, hey, you know what? I need to sell this damn figure because I can't. It doesn't fit for me. Like I just bought it for the hype, and that's where collectors start falling out like flies because they're like buying stuff they felt that they enjoyed, but the reality is they just got into the hype. They let the hype destroy them. And then they're right there. They're back to square one. Like, damn, man, I'm actually not even square one. You're in the negatives because you got to sell that figure for half the price. So, and if more power to you. You're able to get that figure for less than half the price. Then you don't really lose any money. But there's collectors out there that buy it for double the price, sometimes triple, depending on their first batches or something. But it sucks.
Yep.
It does suck.
All right.
It's a sucky game.
I introduced rule.
backwards.
Oh, sorry. So I'm going to introduce Rule 46, the 3-day rule, the cooling off period. If you are not completely sure, if you do not want this, love this figure, if you think it's just a hype figure, a FOMO figure, and you've got time, give it what you call the 3-day rule. So it's actually a psychological thing. If you're on the cusp and you're not sure, if you think you just want a FOMO, you know what? Just leave it in the cart. You don't even have to delete it, but just give yourself time. And if you actually give yourself time to think, do I want this? Do I need this? And then not only that, think on the back end. If I get this and I made a mistake and I can't return this, am I going to have to flip this at a loss? So not only think of it as, a figure issue, think of it as a financial thing. Basically you bought a stock, but now you're going to have to sell it at a loss to recoup anything, to fill that same space and get any money back to reinvest it into your collection. I'm not trying to be all financial, but I mean, sometimes the best way to cement an idea in your brain is to tie it directly to money. How a certain figure could be a waste, not only of your time, your resources, but a waste of an opportunity for another figure. That's why you got to be smart.
So I'm going to bring this up with you, Don. 3-day rule. That's pretty much perfect. Nate rules. Rule number 46. 3-day window rule. That's a good rule. The only thing is you're going to have to expedite that rule if it's on blue screen. So
that's why I said.
But the thing is, the plan. Like here's the thing. Here's the thing. No, let me finish. Here's the thing, though. What's good about that plan, though, is if you do the work and do it immediately, do this, discuss it with yourself at the very beginning of that release of that pre-order. You got time to think it through. Like my boy, what's his name? What's my boy's name? Cobb Vamp. Think it through, guys. Think it through. Think it through. You know what? That could be the rule there. Number 46. Think it through. Yeah. Just think it through. Yeah, think it through. Yeah. I like that. There you go.
Exactly. I mean,
think it through.
And we're just telling you rules, and again, we're trying to make this, a fun thing like Wedding Crashers almost. Not copying, not copyright protected. Our mistakes, learn from them. Because, again, we collectively in this game probably have 50 plus years of collecting, if not more than that. So we've all made mistakes. We've all done the legwork. We've all, smacked our heads, like the meme going around, like, why did I buy this? And again, so we want to let you learn through our mistakes to make sure your hard-earned money goes directly to what you want. But, you want something, somebody else doesn't want it. I mean, there's nothing to say that something is valuable versus that's not valuable. It's fully subjective. It's all in the...
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, but we lost Don.
Oh, Don is the one. Okay, I thought I was bad.
No, it was
no.
Don.
Don was talking and it went.
Wow. Okay.
Went to silence.
Wow. Okay, cool. I was
Hello,
like,
Clarice.
I wasn't sure it was me. Okay, give me a second. I do want to bring up this comment here before we get back to Don, if he's able to get his technical difficulties works. Yeah, everybody's having technical difficulties. Okay, so Christian brought up a very good point here. It's normal to have a totally random collection, but if you can't understand your own collection, that's a problem. That's why I say know your collection. Know your collection. Rule number 2 of Nate's rules: know your collection. Because for me, guys, I collect a lot of stuff, almost to the point that Loco Lu has made it a meme where I collect everything. Okay, all right. Which it's I don't really collect everything, but I love a lot of things. Okay, but I have that love for these figures. I have love for these characters. There are characters that don't make it to the cut though. Okay, but you gotta have that love. You gotta have that passion for that character, and I do have a lot of passions. Okay, and I'm fine. I'm fine with how I collect. But there are collectors that don't know pretty much what they're collecting at this point. They have displays, they have all these figures, but they have no idea about why they're in this game. And that's why we see a lot of collectors just jumping ship, going to statues, or selling off their figures and resetting themselves, you know. But that's the thing, though. That's why, you know, the rules are there. Nate's rules are there. Knows Nate's rules. They're there to help you build to a better collection, better collector, okay? And to survive. Okay, to survive, because I need y'all here. I need y'all here at the end of the finish line next year. Okay, that's what I need. I need y'all here for the
There's no finish line. This is a marathon with no end.
The marathon with no end. Yo, I need the finish line for 2023.
Survive. 2 years ago, and it takes 4 years for it to get released, bro. Dude, we still not finished.
Now,
here's an example. Loki.
Oh my God, Loki! Oh, well, he got lost in the Mariana Trench. You know, that's the problem. He got dropped down. Yeah,
he got lost in the Matrix. The TVA caught his ass and said, "Nope, nope, nope, nope. You're not going to Collector's Hands. Nope, nope, nope. You're gonna have a weird head sculpt. Nope, 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 nope. People are gonna bash you. Nope, nope, nope. The wallets will be safe from you. Nope, nope, nope."
Oh, hey, TK592 brought up some, you know, some remember, you know, to remember those of the fallen. RP, our fallen collectors. True story, true story. Those are remember, you know, it's not a race, guys. It's a marathon. Collect your way. You don't have to try and catch up with the best of them. You know, just do what you can with what you got. And yes, remember those fallen collectors, because we have lost friends throughout the years while collecting. You know, I want you guys to be there with me at the end of 2023, because it's going to get crazy. It's going to get crazy. That's why I set up the rules, because we're not in Kansas anymore, guys. We are in Hot Toy country.
You are not in Kansas anymore. You are on Pandora, ladies and gentlemen. Respect that fact every second of every day. If there is a hell, you might want to go there for some R&R after a tour on Pandora. Out there beyond that fence, every living thing that crawls, flies, or squats in the mud wants to kill you and eat your eyes for jujubes.
Yep, Howie wants to eat that wallet like jujubes, man. That wallet is gone. It's not even your wallet anymore. It's his wallet. Especially what happened in 2023.
He's gonna eat the wallet like people eat booty like groceries.
They're gonna eat the wallet like Kobayashi.
Like Goku with a plate of food. When Goku eats a plate of food, there's nothing there. He just inhales it.
Yep. Oh man. Oh, so what you got there, man?
Oh, what I got? Oh, I got the Night Monkey. This was a
Night
gift
Monkey. Okay.
from my boy Dave Z for Christmas. This is awesome. It's the deluxe version. So I got the Molten Man over there with the rest of the guys. And dude, a little restricting, but I love this material on this figure because, dude, like I don't have to worry about it. I could keep him posed and not worry about him.
Yeah, man. I liked him when I was posing him. He wasn't too restricting.
Yeah. Now, if they can make the rest of the Spider-Man suits like this has multiple mixes of material. As far as material, I'm talking about fabric. Not like Spider-Man, the regular one, where it's vinyl on top of a spandex material. Pisses me off, man.
Big Dog Pound 1 is asking, are you going to collect the Avatar line, Geekin Out, Cigars, and Loco Lu? Of course. Of course. That's coming home. That's coming home.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Especially if they drop that Banshee too. I want to get 2 of them. I want to get 2 of them Banshees.
I might. It depends. It depends because here's the thing. Space. Finite amount of space. And these characters aren't average humans. These guys are taller. So they command a lot of height more than width. So, you know, having their own little pocket, I don't know. It's like Edward Scissorhands. See, Edward Scissorhands, I got him on pre-order because he is a seasonal character that I could just like put on Christmas and just have him, you know, chilling. But with Avatar, it's similar with Spider-Man, Predator, or anybody else. You know, you can have it all year round, but does it fit with what I'm trying to display in my collection?
Yeah.
I might get one just to kind of, you know, have it and just satiate that check mark and be like, okay, that's there. But will it fit with what I'm trying to display? And that's the thing. How are you going to display? It goes back to the rules. It goes back to, you know, what you collect. I don't know if it's going to fit into my collection. Like, don't get me wrong, the Na'vi could fit in with Star Wars because it's an alien.
Actually, I was thinking of putting Na'vi in my Avengers display. Like, they just came through the portal. Yep, that's what I plan on doing.
You mean Avengers? You mean Avatar 5?
Avatar 5, yeah.
I mean, James Cameron already said that. That's not a joke. He's already released ideas for Avatar 5.
So, Don, while I ask Loco Lu this question over here from Blackbird Tech, can you set up the Battle Droid real quick?
If my computer will handle it. I'm a cheap bastard. I was going to get a new computer when my tax return came in. I might have to do it faster.
Talk to me when you do work on getting the computer. I've got several ideas for you. Do you want a laptop or do you want a desktop?
At this point, I mean, I've been rocking a Chromebook, but I need a laptop. So
okay, I got you. I have an idea of what laptop to get to have you work on. But
as long as it's not Alienware, because they can't fix them.
Sucks.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. No, Alienware is fine.
I know. I'm just busting your chops.
Alienware is fine. Just don't send it in. Do not have some Joe Smoke from across the street that they'll send you. No, send it directly to them. Anyway, Local Lu, Blackbird Tech says, Local, did you see the Mezco Turtles and 4-pack go up for PO?
Yes, and that's where Nate's rules, you know, collect your way. You know, you have to know your collection. I am going to be getting those. I just had to make sure that I had the proper payment plans in arrangement because that's a regular release. It's not a Mezco exclusive, which thank God, because if it was a Mezco exclusive, I'll have no choice but to pull the trigger right now for it. But you know I don't play when it comes to Turtles. So I'm strategically trying to get the money to where I can pay it, you know, one shot. If I could pay it off in one shot, it comes out this year, October or December. That's what the slate is. But we know how Mezco is. Mezco, we're waiting 4 years for that Keaton Batman. It's about to be 5. We're waiting for that Keaton Batman. 5 years waiting for Keaton Batman. You already beat Hottoys when it comes to waiting for freaking pre-orders. Just saying.
Damn.
Got me in my feelings right now.
Hey, man, I feel you, man. But with this game, we got to play the patient game, man. And it sucks. It does suck. But yeah, those of you who are just coming in, hello to everyone out there. Great to have you in. As of right now, we're going to see how long we can last. We're going to be going till 8:30. I got things to do in the morning, so I need some sleep. I'm also sleep deprived, so I might come in early to do something. I might do something tonight if let's say, for example, DeLorean gets dropped. I'll probably join up with Kenobi's stream or something. But either way, thank you all for coming in. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe button, you're new to the channel. And I guess we'll be talking about the Super Battle Droid now.
Yes.
And DonPrime, whenever you're ready, you could drop it.
Yep. Give me one
Yeah,
second.
whenever you're ready. We'll be talking about it right now. Again, there are those that said this day will never come. What are they to say now? What are they to say now? Everybody was complaining that Hottoys was not going to drop the Super Battle Droid, and here we are. Super Battle Droid got dropped for pre-order. And I think the price is quite interesting. Is it like $235?
$238.
$238.
So I will be getting these. I will be getting this. I think I'm gonna follow your steps, Nate, in order to, like, you know how you army build. I'll probably get about 3 of these because I missed out on the others. Get 3 of these, and then if I could possibly backtrack when the waitlist converts, I'll go get me a couple of more there because I want to have a couple of droids up, you know, ready to fight, and then some of them laying waste because of the Jedi. So, and the 501st. So I want to have a nice display, and you know, you can't have a nice display without these fully armored badasses. You know what I mean? It's like, and these are the Clone Wars versus it being the Mandalorian one. The Clone Wars one. So
I mean, like you're saying, Loco, technically, if you look at, you know, this, if you go to, you know, Star Wars Wikipedia version, or, you know, any of the novelizations that have, you know, art done for them, if you look at the B3 had dual blasters, and the coloration was a little different. And it literally looks like what we saw in Mando might have actually been a B3, which is, you know, the Cortosis infused B2, which means it was lightsaber resistant. So this is absolutely the B2 from the Clone Wars that we know from Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Now, my only thing is they already have the mold, and what we've seen, considering the left arm is removable because we have that battle damage accessory piece where it's just the additional joint. So for them to do a Toy Fair exclusive where it's just a recoloration and they do a new hand mold, I mean, that's easy money, especially.
Well, that's why I'm not going to go too heavy on this super battle droid. What I plan to do is I might do the 3, so I get 2 of them and then 1 battle damage version, and then the rest I'll probably get 2 of each, depending on the looks and accessories. So this one I'm probably gonna go a little heavy on it because I will like the battle damage piece accessory. You know what I mean? 1 with the battle damage arm, and then 2 with the regular set.
Nate,
you know?
just go find another.
That's what I'm thinking.
Wait, should I tell the people before I go look for more, or are we set on the ones we have? You know, the special ones.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The other droids, the other 12-inch droids we have.
You talking about the ones that that you sent me?
Yeah. All right. So the funny thing is, okay, way back in the day, Hasbro, they did 12-inch figures for both Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace, and Revenge of the Sith. So they did 12-inch battle droids, both B1 and B2s, and they are actually perfectly in scale. And as I said before, I think Sideshow or whoever did the Sideshow battle droids actually stole the Hasbro idea, because aside from articulation, they're like literally the same size. The molding looks 90% the same. But if you just want to get additional droids for background characters, if you can find them, Hasbro 12-inch battle droids and B1 droids. And you can even find different versions of the B1s. You can find the Commander droid from Attack Phantom Menace. You can find Geonosian droids from Attack of the Clones. And then you can find different versions from Revenge of the Sith. Again, depending on where you go, eBay, Mercari, something like that.
Yeah, I like Commander Gree's comment here. Nate, getting a pair of Super Battle Droids, maybe more if I can fit it into the budget. Yep, that's pretty much my plan with it too, Commander Gree. I would like to get more, but right now, depending what happens in the future, we got like multiple IPs coming out from the Clone Wars line. They might drop more Clone Wars Battle Droids in the future, Super Battle Droids, and I might want to delve more into certain Super Battle Droids, like the B3s or the the more hulked up versions. I love those. That's the Chad. That's the Giga Chad of Super Bowsers. And I'm waiting for those. Okay, I'm waiting for Revenge of the Sith version with the two twin barrel, quad barrels on their arms. You know, twin cannons on each arm, baby. So that's what I'm waiting on. But 238, I think this is AAA batteries, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I'm surprised it didn't go. This wasn't as high as the freaking K2SO.
Well, here's the thing.
K2SO is bigger though, right?
That's true.
Slimmer,
yeah,
though.
but he's lanky though. He's lanky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My only fear, quote unquote, is that this might have partial like rotocast vinyl plastic, because as soon as I saw, even though it's I have my issues, I still grabbed this and I bought it for $197. I was able to use one of the thank you coupons and a little bit of points that I had at the time. But the last figure I remember that had triple LED, triple A battery, 3 back setup was the Hulkbuster Mark II, which is the vinyl rotocast.
Yeah.
So, because if you look at it, it almost looks like it might be a little top heavy. And I'm wondering if the upper part is almost, like that vinyl rotocast. Because especially if you can pop in the left arm with the socket, like with the Mark V, even with the die cast, but that's still like reinforced. I'm not thinking this is going to be reinforced. And especially my concern is look at where the LED is, the red light, and look at where the joint is. You're going to have to pop that joint out to put the battle damage piece in. So there is a potential for and again, not the battery, but the actual connections in the LED to potentially come undone.
To damage.
Especially if it's a bad solder job. Yeah.
So you get damage over time. Kind of like when people move their figures. Kind of like when people, because there's an issue with the Thors. If you use them, if you articulate too much in the chest area, if you try to, you might damage the inner workings of the battery functions.
You sever the wire. You sever the wire.
Yeah, well, it's not so much you sever the wires, you sever one of the connections. And when you sever a connection, it shorts out the whole chain.
Yeah. Basically, you sever the wire. That when you sever the connection, you sever the wire. So regardless if it's from the power hub or in the middle during like in the sleeve itself, you're severing it. You're severing connection. So it's pretty much the same thing. It's just like with this, I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem, because if we know anything, they're probably going to give us something that's very simplistic that goes through, because technology has advanced so much that if they go backwards, they're going to mess it up. And I think it's going to be fine. I have faith it's going to be fine. I think with enough time that has passed since they shown this, teased it, and finally we're getting it, and we won't get it till what, the end of this year?
No, well, actually, they're putting the early date on this for Sideshow is January of 2024. So that's when Sideshow, the earliest they're potentially anticipating it based on the info Sideshow has given them. Now, here's the thing.
They could get this out early if they wanted to. So,
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I would not be shocked if this comes out in August 2023.
Yeah. You know why, right? Because these aren't head sculpts. They could easily drop these. Like the figures that we've seen so far that have been released early, they all been non-head sculpts.
And the thing is, a lot of the quote-unquote things of intricacy for parts, it's already been done. The joints, they're just probably going to modify the joints they've used with the K2SO mold for the KX Enforcer Drill. Then they're going to use some of the joints and articulation they learned how to do out of the Dark Trooper. So this is actually a really easy figure for them to do. There's not a lot of R&D, a lot of the joint work, a lot of the articulation. Hell, if you look at the peg joint system, it looks like Iron Man.
Yeah, pretty much.
It does. Also, I'm going to bring up a good comment that we can discuss here real quick. Arcastro, dímelo, mi gente boricua, wepa.
Ya tú sabes.
Ya tú sabes, loco. Thank you for the video. Question: would you get 2 super battle droids or 1 super battle droid and 1 dark trooper? Don't have any yet. Oh wow! So the reason why you would get 2, for me, if you get 2 super battle droids, right? That means you got your Dooku, or you have a Jango Fett to pair them up together for the 2s, right? And that's how I'm gonna do. If I get 2 super battle droids, I'm getting 3, but I want the one with the 1 battle damage. But I'm getting 2 because I'm gonna pair them up with my Dooku, right? Or my pairing them up with Jango Fett. Now, if you are getting a Dark Trooper and you want to get 2 of the Dark Troopers, it's because you're setting them up with Moff Gideon, right? If you have your Moff Gideons. Now, if you just want to just get both, it's okay to get one of each. It's okay. You know, it just depends on how much love you have for a certain battle droid and certain moments in the films and the shows to merit the 2. All right. There has to be purpose. There has to be love when you do army building. All right. Because at the end of the day, rule number 77, you either die an army builder or you live long enough to become broke ass poor. Okay, that's the rule. That's the rule. So it takes a lot of love when it comes to army building. It's a special breed of collectors. So it takes a lot of love. You gotta have that love to do that. But yeah, I want to hear y'all thoughts to help out Castro over here.
All right, so flat out, I have 2 Dark Troopers that are flanking my custom Season 2 Chrome Mando and versus Gideon with Grogu in the middle. So I have a Hasbro 12-inch version of this and the B1. They're in my Clone Wars, display with Ahsoka, Rex, and, a few other things. So for me personally, what I'm going to do is I'm grabbing 1 of the B2s right now, and again, that may change, but I already have 2, the Geonosian B1s. Now, with Mace coming out and with Jango in my display, I don't know. I'm going to be completely honest. It depends on space. I'm moving things around. I don't want to say it's purging, but I'm almost moving things that I would sell or sacrifice for to friends and family so I can get the space. So at this point, it's almost, again, like an evolution. And again, collecting, you're never done. And like Nate says, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And it's not only in how you collect the figures, but it's also how you display the figures. And again, I love Magic Case, but also at the same time, for certain figures in certain areas, Magic Cases don't work. As great as they are, and then you got to either build your own display or you got to look for alternative options. So at that point, I'm kind of in that phase where I'm looking for fill the gap pieces in. Now, granted, I could contact Modcase, but the thing is, that would be custom orders. And again, Modcase, for what they cost, a custom order is going to be more because they're going to have to get certain, pieces in. They're going to have to custom cut. They're going to have to set their equipment for my custom order. So that's going to cost more. That may increase the time as well. Or if it's going to decrease the time, that's going to cost more as well. So it's like you got to look for the next level for the fill-in pieces. And again, anyone, reference Transformers, again, anyone who's been in that game with a masterpiece, you're almost looking for third-party companies to fill that gap.
So I was going to bring this up, Don. Our Castro says, I love them all. And he says, it's not about the love, it's about the money. I got you, Castro. So if it's the money, then just get 1 of each. It's nothing to be judged about. You're still collecting no matter what. All right. You don't have to worry about it if you don't get 2 of each. Okay. 1 is enough. 1 is enough, guys. Just remember that, because I love army building because it's what I do. Okay, it's a part of me. Okay, it's what I do. You have no don't do other than like I said before. I say again, it's part of the rules of Nate's rules. All right, don't do what I do. I don't do anything I wouldn't do. Okay, I'm warning you. It's a slippery slope in army building.
The Stark rule.
Yeah. So just you could do one at a time, because if you get two, let's say you get two Super Battle Droids, and you don't get your Dark Trooper, you missed out on the Dark Trooper. Now, if you just got one Super Battle Droid and one Dark Trooper, then you capitalize on getting both. So
pretty much.
Yep.
Pretty much.
So CB, what's your thoughts?
I mean, I got the Dark Trooper, and I'm gonna wait for this to actually come into stock. So, I mean, I would say get what you want. Don't I mean, you're collecting for you. You're not collecting for any of us. So whatever you feel is going to reflect you best on your collection, then go for it. You know, if you want to get 2 Dark Troopers and 2 Battle Droids, go for it. If you want 1 Dark Trooper and 2 Battle Droids, go for it, and so on. You know, don't let others dictate what you want to collect, because if that's the case, you're going to end up broke real quick, because you'll just be buying to make others happy, and at the end of the day, you won't be happy with yourself.
Mm-hmm. Fact.
Yeah, wise words to live by right there.
Yep.
And you're just making other people happy, not yourself at that point.
Yeah.
You're looking for gratification for others and not for yourself. Yeah.
Also,
don't do it for validation. Do it for satisfaction, for your
Yep.
passion and what you like.
Mm-hmm.
You'll
Also,
enjoy your
just
collection
remember-
a lot more if it's for yourself and not others.
Exactly.
Also, remember what you're displaying. What is it that you're trying to convey storytelling for your eyes to see? You know what I mean? If you're displaying in a specific way, or if you just have them lined up, because there's some collectors who don't have a intricate display, and they're just figures lined up, and they just pull them out just to take photos and then put them back up. That's up to you. You buy one of each, buy 2 of each, or buy 2 of one and not the other. You know, it's really up to you as far as displaying and collecting. You know, you put your money where your mouth is. No one's going to tell you how to spend your money better than you, and you should never ask.
Exactly. I mean, I know we say, hey, don't do what we do. You know, we're trying to give you advice. The only thing I would say that is a absolute must that applies to everyone, it is a must. Everyone must do it. Your display, your collection, your room, your shelf, whatever you have, it's got to bring you to a place of Zen. It's your moment of reflection. It's your area, your time to escape the real world, to get your mental reset. That is the only thing that matters. So if you're worrying about, why did I buy this? I have to sell this. Why did I get that? I mean, that is not what you want in this game. That place where you have your collection, when you get something in and you display it, you're supposed to, I mean, again, and this is just my 2 cents, but it's my rule. It's supposed to convey a different element. It's supposed to be your escape. When you go in there, you know, nothing can harm you. You're the master. It's your place to be who you want to be with whatever you have, and you just escape, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to bring this up real quick, guys, before we hit up Hottoys $9 Super Chat. Rule number 111. Rule number 111, Nate's rules. All right, dollar bills. You got to pay them bills, guys. Always pay them bills, no matter what. No matter what Hot Toys you get, make sure you pay your bills first, and then move on to your rest of your madness with collecting Hot Toys or collecting 1/6 scale figures or whatever hobby you do. Okay,
bills before thrills.
Bills before thrills. That's a good one too. There
That's
you go.
a nice
Yeah,
one. I like that one.
I like that.
one.
Yeah, we'll throw it in. Dollar bills. Bills thrills bills before thrills. Okay,
Oh, damn, we are actually making a Wedding Crashers list, aren't we?
Yeah. That was the point. That was the point of making this rules. I'm actually gonna do a stream dedicated to Nate's rules. Okay. I'm gonna, but I gotta collect all my rules first, and then I'm gonna go down to a
then
breakdown.
you need some. Then you need some Star Trek DS9 Quark rules of acquisition memes.
Acquisition memes. All right, so Hot Toys Diaper, $2 super chat. Wait, people army build Hot Toys? Say it ain't so. For the $2 super chat, y'all. Yeah, throw some ghosts over there real quick too. Oh my god, that's funny. Say it ain't so.
These gifts
As is tradition, the protectors of our world are bestowed with great feasts. Giant goats! Oh, look at...
So, one thing I was excited about is with the Super Battle Droid. I was excited that collectors are getting their Attack of Clones version, because I know collectors were complaining that if Hot Toys does the Super Battle Droid, it has to be the Attack of Clones version, right? Not the Mandalorian version or the Revenge of the Sith version. It has to be dedicated to Attack of Clones, because the thing is, out of all the previews we've seen and out of all the prototypes, they were showing off the Super Battle Droid from Mandalorian all over the place. So for me, I would be fine. I would be fine. You know what I mean? For me, I would be fine with whatever Battle Droid we get, Super Battle Droid wise, because the Super Battle Droid for me. But I'm happy that collectors are actually getting their Attack of Clones version, and I'm still getting as many as I want at this point. But yeah, I'm happy that Hot Toys is sticking to the accuracies of the film. So you know, that's what Hot Toys does. You know, the movie masterpieces. They're known for this, right? For me, it's going to be an absolute do. I'm going to do my very best to get me my 3 early. For me, I'm going to get my 2s, of course, but I want to get at least 3 so I could like have one with the busted arm. You know, because I didn't get my 3 battle droids from the Geekin ones. I only got 2. You know, I only got 2. I didn't get number 1. You know, I didn't get 3, so I could have one with C-3PO's head on it. So it's fine. I have C-3PO pre-ordered as well. So
can I make a suggestion? If you can find shinies, I wouldn't sleep on any potential other sites that have them. I'll just say that. No more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Comiconcept guys, earlier today I saw that they brought up the pre-orders back for that Clone Wars shiny from Attack of Clones. So if you guys haven't pre-ordered yours yet, head over to Comiconcept.
Just saying, something new. Season 2 came out today. Just saying.
Single star writer right there. I like this. Rule number 99 Nate's rules. Army build optional.
I thought that was sunscreen.
Army build is optional. That's funny, man. Yeah, single star writer. That's a good one. I wish I had 10 more like you.
Rule 29, buy like a champ.
That's called taking the initiative, son. I wish I had 10 more like you.
Oh, damn. So, what are you guys' thoughts on the Super Battle Droid? DonPrime, you're done with it?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. Yeah.
How many are you getting?
Like I said, I already have the one I'm buying, but I already have, the Hasbro one that's the blue tint with the, standard colored B1 in the Clone Wars display. And side note, so I'm moving stuff. I just set a space for the clone pilot, and then I'm like, damn it, I have another space. Crap, I might end up getting Hunter after all. And then I'll have to move space, and then I'll get the goddamn whole team. It's going to happen. It's like...
I'm scared. You know why I'm scared? Because the accessory they dropped in the season 2 both episodes, they dropped a cool accessory there for Wrecker. That will make me have to get a second Wrecker. If they drop
you know what that is though. You know what that is though. That sets up Task Force 99, and that's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm mad right now because I want to get the original set, right? The black clad armors. Like, that's what I want, the spec up armors.
The Outcast,
but
the Black Ops.
Yeah, but like I said before, the only reason why I would go for a second variant looks for Bad Batch is they drop cool accessories. And that accessory in today's episodes was cool. I'm like, there you go. Damn it, Hot Toys, don't do it. Don't you dare do it.
And I'll just say this, though, and again, for anyone who hasn't seen it, it's actually a really good episode, well, 2 of them. And there are very little minute details and intricacies. You know these guys are soldiers, and they're treating Omega as a new troop or whatever. Because, and again, they're doing certain things, they're reinforcing or training, and again, anyone who's been in, that has, especially when you've been new, if you have a good mentor or a good NCO, they're going to do certain things. You do that, and you kind of pick up on that.
Yeah.
And she's like, why are you doing that? And then you just know. And again, Filoni, because he writes this stuff, he does his research, or somebody's talking to him, and there are little heartstring pulls. I'll just say that.
Yeah, it was really good. See, Commander Gree, Nate, is your rule of 2 figures the same for Snoo Stew 2? Damn. Bruh. Yo, okay, you deserve a daddy chill. You deserve a daddy chill meme. There you go. I'm going to drop it right here.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Who said that?
Yard.
Wait.
All of you.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that? Get everybody out of my yard.
Okay, Commander Gree said that.
Hey, Commander Gree, hit me up. I'm going to send you a prize pack for that with our stickers and other merch. So hit me up.
Funny,
you win.
Man. That's funny. Oh my god, that's funny. Rule of 2, Snoo Stew. So I was gonna bring up. So let me see. Did someone say it? Oh, that's right. So Don, if you can you go to your messenger? Let me in. Oh, he's in it. Yo, the man, the myth, the legend, the Nobi 2 is in the house, y'all. Bring him in.
Damn, I didn't even see him.
I'm over here and backstage. I'm like, what's up with these kids? What's going on here? They're
Come on, add the stream.
battle
Come on,
droid.
computer.
You're distracted by
I have no power.
2023.
I have no power.
Hey, Denobi, what's up, man?
What's up? How's everybody doing? Welcome to 2023. We're here. This is it, folks. Huh? Scary shit, huh?
Yeah, it's scary. Yeah, man.
Very.
It's been as far as the Super Battle Droid, I pre-ordered 2.
You pre-ordered 2?
I pre-ordered 2. Yeah, I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to chase it down. I figured probably around April or May, it'll go into like a low batch inventory. I didn't want to deal with it. I'm like, I want to be first. And it seems that Sideshow has like their shit together as far as the unholy alliance between them and Hottoys in the same day drops. I'm like, oh, all right, I'll go through side because I kind of gone through Alter Ego and saved a little bit more, but I'm excited for the battle droids. I think they're going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They did a great job with the Dark Trooper. I love the Dark Trooper. That's a mess.
That's pimp.
It. Yeah. I loved it so much. I bought a second one like the following month.
Same here, brother. Same here.
Yeah, hacked them up USB, and they're still glowing, looking badass. So yeah. How is everybody doing? What's going on here? What's with the
apparently Barrett says that he's been up for 38 hours, paranoid for the DeLorean drop.
It's been a mess. Well, I mean, it's like thank God I'm off today and tomorrow, but I had to go into the DeLorean display case. I had to reconvert the hover converted DeLorean back to the Mark 1. Take the parts, which I have the parts. I still don't know what to do with it. I don't know what. It's a mess, by the way. If you guys are wondering why the room, empty cabinets here and there, it is because what's today, Wednesday? It's because yesterday I was blessed with a surprise.
Really?
Yeah.
Boy or girl?
No.
I'm sorry, I had to do
it. A Christmas? God, it means
it's a miracle. It's a miracle.
That means it's less toys. I'm like, that's what's going on.
Sorry, I had to do it.
That means we got a budget. That means we got a budget. If there's another one of them, wait a minute. Now, you pay for this? No. My module case order dropped yesterday.
What?
A Christmas miracle indeed, huh?
How long from order to drop?
I got
no way.
Within a 3-day notice, and the reasoning why it was, they had extra stock. All right, I'm gonna be nice. they happened to find extra stock in their California warehouse, and my order was pushed up. I got all my money.
Yeah, Denobi, I've talked to them directly, and I've done the same thing. And full advantage, mine came completely busted.
I mean, clearly it was just lucky that my order was bumped up, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Denobi, real quick. You think I should mod this USB?
What you got there?
Quarter scale 42.
That's coming next. I got PayPal money saved up from eBay. I'm not buying that. Actually, I missed the window to get the best deal for that. So that's on.
Yeah,
me.
there was a 20% off at one point at Sideshow.
Not only that though, but I also missed out on the double points because I was willing to live with the double.
That's
points.
right, double awards.
Everything. Look. I predicted at the stroke of midnight, December 31st, Sideshow discounts would evaporate. I was off. My calculations were off by several days, but nonetheless, the discounts are gone. All they have left is trash that's discounted, right? There's no more Hot Toys.
Well, yeah, they dropped one. It was the Grogu, the Venomized Grogu, Venomized Groot. Venomized Grogu. That's gonna be the next one, I tell you.
That's what they're doing is that they're sweeping. That they have the janitor in the Sideshow warehouse sweeping up what's left. I mean, it's done. Where Sideshow is fully operational for 2023. Hold on tight, kids. That's it. The BOGO double points. Now we get to see who the real collectors are by the end of this year. It'll be interesting, huh?
Oh, especially with the 40th and 20th anniversary of Clone Wars. All they had to do was drop 40th. They didn't have to drop 20th anniversary Clone Wars. I'm like, damn, same year pre-orders.
I put the comment on from Thick Bantha Boy about the degrease in pockets. Put that one up really quick. I didn't grease any pockets. What I did is that I spoke for the people in my Module Case live stream, and I voiced my concern since I have a platform, and I knew that there were a lot of collectors who had been waiting 12 plus months on their Module Case orders. And it's not like the company was going through financial hardship. No. Brian made it very clear that he's moved up to the lush business district in Singapore. It's a big difference, folks. I have if you use Google Maps and you look at the old address from where Module Case was to their new address, they're moving on up just like the Jeffersons and moving on up with the robots and everything. So look, I love capitalism like the next person, but don't take it out on the folks that got you there. So I'm also aware that not just me, but several other folks also got their Module Case orders in yesterday. It's a small minority though, but I do know that the fire has been lit under Brian's ass. And it's been lit. It's been lit, and he's making an effort. So I got on my mind. So I'm off today and tomorrow, and my back hurts. I've just been moving, cleaning, auditing my those cases aren't going to come up here until I'm ready. Not to mention that you have to prep up Module Cases. I ordered USB outlet strips. Each of the Module Case gets its own USB outlets. Not to mention, I'm also waiting on my remote control outlet. Every Module Case moving forward needs to be remote control, meaning that when I leave the room, and if I want to save some power, I can remote control, turn them all off. So I'm waiting on 2 items, which will arrive tomorrow. And then just audits. This kind of a nice thing with Module Case. When you get a new display case, it's like, all right, what's old, what's being sold, what's being donated, what's being kept. And it's just a mess right now behind me. I'm still going to have action figures. I just haven't figured out where I'm going to incorporate action figures. And when I mean action figures, I mean like 6-inch. I really want to move forward 12-inch and above. That's the whole idea with the whole Max 140 cases. So yeah, it's a lot of work right now. And like I said, I know several other people got their Module Cases in yesterday. He has made an effort. So yeah.
Real quick. You'll get this reference. You use remote controls. It's a baby's toy.
Not to mention.
No, just kidding. I
get you. Not to mention, I've also
smart plugs in a smart device. that
Yeah.
reads your voice,
And
because I'm not saying the name because it'll turn on,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Oh, you have yours connected to Alexa.
Yeah, and everything's on smart plugs, so I just give prompts and it does certain things. I have certain things programmed. Yeah.
Amazon Alexa is not allowed in our household. No, I don't have any type of voice activated, any of that. I even got like accepted into like the Amazon robot. They had like a robot at one point. You guys remember the Amazon robot, like the mobile? They actually had a real robot. It was like $1,500, right? And you was only by invite, and they sent me an invite, and they even offered to let me buy it like discounted. I'm like, nope, I don't want a little mobile Amazon robot trolling my my home. I don't need
No,
that.
no. We don't need Skynet to wipe us
No,
off.
they
No
just
Skynet.
it's one of the reasons too I'm not on Facebook. It's just information harvesting, and my information I think is worth more than what they're using it for. So I try to limit that. Yeah.
I know, it's
I
all
got
good.
you, man.
It's all good. Do what you do. Do what you want to do, and everyone's right.
So, Denobi, what's your thoughts on the Mace Windu? Because I know you already got your 2 battle droids, super battle droids, but how you feel about Mace Windu? I know people were complaining about the head sculpt and everything.
To me, the head sculpt looks just like Samuel L. Jackson. I think it's an overdue figure. I don't find it very exciting. To me, it's not a very exciting figure. But that's just my preference. Like, all right, cool. He's gonna come home, but it's not something. For me, he falls in the same bracket like a tank commander. Like, yeah, you'll be coming home, but it's not like a wow figure. It's not like an imaginative. It's not like a figure that spurs imagination. Again, that's just me how I tend to operate. Like for me, I got my He-Man figure from Mondo. That was exciting.
Yeah, good stream.
That was
man.
really
good
cool.
video. Man.
That was really fun to play. You know, things like that. To me, that's a figure I look forward to. Mace Windu will be coming home, but I don't see anything wrong with it. To me, it looks great, looks fantastic. But it's like I said, to me, the excitement level for it is no different than like a shore trooper or a tank commander. He'll be coming home, but I don't experience the epiphany as others do in the community with it.
No, I got you. Yeah, for me, I'm excited for it because we grew up, especially in theaters watching the Attack of Clones and all the epicness from prequels. I really enjoyed Samuel L. Jackson, especially his when he was in Revenge of the Sith as well, and also Clone Wars. So it should be a fun piece to have in my collection. Yeah. I've been looking forward to it. But the whole thing with people complaining, hey guys, it's still a prototype. We still got time for it to grow.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong. To me, the head sculpt on a scale from 1 to 10 is probably between a 7.5 and an 8. Again, but I'm very different though, Nate, because I'm not the hot toy collectors that are jonesing to build the Jedi Council. I can kind of like I got Qui-Gon late. I got Obi-Wan Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith late. I got them both discounted. Like I didn't I guess they have to come home. That was my mentality. I wasn't like very stoked for I was more excited for Leia and Wicket. That too bad. It's things like that. Like the whole everybody wants a Jedi Council. I'm like, yeah,
no.
To me, it does very, very little. I'm more interested in the Beast of Burden, the creature, the aliens, the droids, and selected members of the A-list. Like I would still like a Bespin Han. Like I'll get Luke, Bespin Luke. I love all the Leias. I'm having fun collecting all the Leias. Those are fun. Chewbacca, right? Unique C-3PO and R2-D2 are probably the next 2 that I'm stoked to get. I'm really looking forward to that. But the Jedi Council, it's like, I guess we needed a Mace Windu if you want to.
But what about the attack on the Wookiees?
Yeah. I never asked.
So at that point, you're just buying memes. At that point, you're just buying memes. Ki-Adi-Mundi, the Jedi Council, just for the memes.
Yeah. Like I said, plus he's expensive, and I'm gonna wait till because he's pretty much we're entering the 2023 age of waitlist. So I'll wait till the very end to pre-order him. To me, it's like, I'll get him. It's just not very exciting for me. It's just not like,
Yeah, and also we're not sure how 2022 is going to be compared to 2022.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we'll see how things progress. Again, just maintain your 4 to 6 months plan with these figures. If you're looking to pre-order, you're pre-ordering a little late in the game with pre-ordering. Just make sure you have that 4 to 6 month plan.
Yeah.
Now
I am excited for Padme and Young.
Oh, yeah.
To me, those are winners. Like, this looks fun. This looks like really cool stuff to play. I don't know if we're gonna get the one other droid I want. I don't know what they're waiting for. I would want the Droideka. To me, the Clone Wars, if you're gonna have all the clone troopers and the clone pilot, and you're gonna have the battle droid and the super battle droid, you're gonna need a Droideka. You're gonna need
Droidekas. Yeah.
Where are those Droidekas? You need one of those, right?
Well, if you're going with that logic, when they drop the airborne troopers and the rest of the 212, then they need spider droids.
They're gonna milk all the clone troop. I don't even wish for that stuff anymore, because every rainbow colored clone trooper is gonna show up eventually. So I'm not, but to me, I want the one-offs, like a Droideka. They were the Droidekas seen in all 3 films, or was it just the first?
Revenge of the Sith. They were involved. They were in the battle of Yubatah with Kenobi, and they were at the very beginning with Anakin and Obi-Wan entering the elevator.
And they were in Attack of the Clones. Master, destroy us!
Yeah, I would imagine because they're finally spending good money on the R&D for Protocol Droid for C-3PO, we'll eventually see a TC-14 from the Phantom Menace. So if we're going to get one. I just know there's no way that they're going to go all out on the Protocol Droid and not give us every version of it. I know we're going to get TC-14.
And then the New Hope version that's walking next to C-3PO.
I think we'll get the Return of the Jedi C-3PO first before we get the New Hope. I think Return of the Jedi C-3PO will be the next one. If I had to bet, I think that's
Goldenrod with his throne.
Yeah,
there's multiple opportunities. There's multiple opportunities for C-3PO the next coming years. We got the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. We got the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. And if we don't get those those 2 IPs, then we got the New Hope 50th anniversary for that Goldenrod. So there's opportunities here. But the good thing is we got the C-3PO from Attack of the Clones. So that gives us faith and opportunity for future C-3POs.
The only thing that has me worried about the Droideka is that when Hot Toys has a pattern that when they spend money on R&D, they usually will do it in anticipation to be able to reuse that mold again. And with the Droidekas, they don't really change in any of the prequels. So it could be just right. Unless it's hard to sell the Droideka when it doesn't change models, where you can release a Droideka in either Phantom Menace packaging, Attack of the Clones packaging, or Revenge of the Sith packaging. It's just a tougher sell if nothing's changed. Maybe with a shield generator. See, I don't know. With Protocol droids, it's different. With the clone troopers, it's different, right?
They could even do a Rebels variant where it's all old and decrepit and fully battle damaged.
I don't know. Does in the Toon version, does that specific droid change? Does it have like a badge? Because it has to
not really.
No, it's just battle worn because it never shut down. Its commander never accepted the shutdown order.
They could do like battle damage versions of the pieces, but honestly, it's going to be kind of like what they did with the Mandalorian Mando, Din Djarin. They just do a different paint job here and there, or different battle damage paint job. They could do that if they ever wanted. But the Droidekas can actually be just a one-off. They probably won't be coming back if they do them. Just one and done.
That's what I'm thinking. So that's why it's something that it's very 50-50, right? Because you would need 100% R&D. Like there's nothing there that's recyclable, right? It's all new Especially if what is it going to be a regular version or a deluxe? Deluxe meaning that you can convert it into a wheel, or they give you additional one that spins that you can kind of roll it down like a wheel, right? Because it does kind of transform. Plus the shield bubble. There's a lot. I mean, the Droideka.
Yeah, there's a lot to work with. Yeah.
There's a
blaster effects.
Blaster effects. Yeah, I would want 2. To me, the Droidekas would be minimum 2 if Hot Toys ever did it.
I mean, if they did that, though, I almost want to feel like they'd kind of incorporate some of the Clone Wars stuff. Again, if you didn't watch that, that's fine. But were there, like the Jedi teach, all the clones, and the clones teach the insurgents on the Republic side, basically to slow roll the popper. So where, a thermal detonator, an EMP against the droids, for lack of a better term, rolls through the shield because it's going so slow. Kind of like Dune, the slow blade kills.
Yeah.
So they actually so now about extra accessories here and there, but I think we do have some droid poppers already, right? With the clone troopers.
Oh,
they can move those over, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they can move those over. It's an easy fix.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have a quick question. Loco, are you getting the DeLorean? Are you prepping up for Back to the Future love?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
yes,
I wasn't sure. Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yes, I am. That's why I have Marty out.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure who is everybody in the panel getting a Mark II DeLorean?
Yeah.
Abort.
What? What's going? Blasphemy here. What's going on, DonPrime? What? You that quarter.
I don't have Doc. I don't have Marty, and I'm not investing in another Module case just for a vehicle.
No, that's a coffee cup. That's a coffee table display. That's what it is.
What are you talking about? You better look. I'll fly over tomorrow. We'll take the quarter scale 42 back. We'll put that towards a Mark 42 DeLorean. We'll get you prepped up for Back to the Future week, because we can't have you. We can't have you not have a DeLorean. Do you have a DeLorean? Do you have the Mark 1?
I have the Playmobil Mark 1.
What is this? What is this shit?
Like I told you, like Back to the Future.
Yeah, I was surprised
too,
Kenobi. I was really surprised too. I was like,
I'm not going to drop my money into that.
Man, you think you know somebody, huh?
Damn you, man. That's going through the heart.
Hold on. Kenobi's looking at you like Marty's looking at you.
I'm telling you,
That's not Marty. That's Eric, whatever his name was.
I have a wish list, Nate, for the DeLorean Mark 42. I got a wish. I need an old Biff from 2015 to come and steal my DeLorean. I need an old man Biff.
Old man Biff.
You know what? I would take
2015, so that I can put him in there as he's like stealing the DeLorean, talking to him. I would want, out of all the Biffs, because he arrived, in 3, is it 4 different timelines? Yeah, there's 4 different versions of Biff. I would probably want Old Man Biff first, which is probably not the popular opinion. To me, Old Man Biff is fun. And to have him in the DeLorean and having that cat come in here and steal the DeLorean so he can travel back in time, to me, that's cool as shit.
Well, for me, my favorite Biff is my favorite Biff is Mad Dog Tannen Biff. Hey, McFly, that's my favorite
part Biff. 2. I would do part 2. See, I'm not a big fan of the 1955. I'm not a big fan of him. I'm not a big fan of 1955 Biff. I'm just not. I don't even like the 80s version of Biff.
I actually like the bully 55 Biff. I like him because that's where it starts from, he's a butthead, you know what I mean? He's always here like, yo, you a butthead.
Yeah.
No, but he's a butthead.
Holy shit, we got 5 Biffs though, because 19.
No, there's 6. Because you
is
got,
there 6?
You got high school Biff, and then in part 1 you have adult bully Biff, and then ass kisser Biff when the timeline changes.
Yep.
Part 2 you get casino Biff and old man
Trump
Biff,
right?
And then you get Griff.
Yeah.
And part 3 you have Mad Dog Tannen.
Damn, you're right.
So there's 6 different versions of Biff.
Different freaking versions of Biff. You're absolutely right.
Wow.
I would love to have Trump Biff. That would be cool as shit.
Trump Biff would be hilarious.
Yeah, I couldn't use him, but I would want a Biff that I can incorporate with the Mark II DeLorean. So I would probably still vote for Old Man Biff with the cane. He had the cane in there. That way, That way, future Doc is like, I know Biff was in there because the cane was still in there. So I would want old Biff, and then no, you know what? I'm gonna change it. Then I would want number 2, 1955 Biff. That way I can have old Biff in 1955 talking to each other. Yeah.
Yep.
For me, 1855. Mad Dog Tannen.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm going for.
I still want Marty in disguise. I want him.
Yeah.
But you know what? I was gonna bring this up, Denobi. Even though DonPrime doesn't have that love for Back to the Future like we do, he just gotta collect his own way. Collect your
I
way.
see how it is. You're gonna
3.
chastise me for not collecting like you, right?
Wait. Collect your way. Number 3, man. Collect your way.
He also passed on the Ecto one Afterlife, so.
Oh no!
Shots fired. Damn, Don.
It's okay. It's okay. This 2-shot pass, man. This 2-shot pass.
Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is.
We still love you.
I know.
Don, collect your way, man. It's okay. Just collect your way.
We're just messing with you.
Wait.
I know. Of course, I'm playing into it.
Yeah.
Listen, I passed on the Ecto 1 too, so don't feel bad. Don.
Hey, hey, Loco, let's not bring up the Hulkbuster too, man.
Loco, I got a Hulkbuster down here now.
I know you do. And I have 2 on the way. So shh.
Oh.
Don's the victim here.
Yeah.
This cat said Don's the victim here.
Don's okay. Don can collect what he wants. Okay? He's gonna have. Hey, if he doesn't have that love for Back to the Future, it's okay because I have that love for it. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine.
I know how to stay in the lanes. I still can't color inside the lines though.
No.
So Denobi.
Yeah.
So with what's going on in 2023 and coming out of the storm that we had with 2022, Hottoys is prepping up to annihilate our wallets. Okay, It's no games anymore. Right? I remember I brought that stream up. Like it's war now. It's not a game. It's not a game anymore.
No, the market it's almost healed. I mean, there's clearly a scar wound over collecting, but for the most part, majority of it is. I mean, the discounts are dried up. Everybody who was waiting for, I'll wait for tax season. Well, that's it. It's done. No more double points. No more BOGO. All that's picked apart is some old Iron Studio statue pieces and a Groot or baby Groot. So that's it. So 2023 is going to be the real trial by fire here.
Trial by fire.
This is where the trials begin. This is where you're going to really want to, everyone's going to kind of scrutinize everybody. Who's giving out advice out there on Hot Toys, and you don't have any Hot Toys?
You don't have anything, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So
I sold my collection last week. Like, I'm moving over to statues, but then I'm still talking about Hot Toys. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
What happened? Wait. We're talking about what we
everybody's giving out their 2 cents now, and I'm like, the market will decide if you continue moving forward or not.
No, I was watching some collection videos the other day. I'm like, wait a minute. So what happened to your collection? Like I saw your collection like 2 years ago. It was there. Like what happened? I was there 3,000 years ago, and now it's just statues. I'm like, and you're still talking about Hot Toys?
That's it. I'm telling you. 2023 is a real bitch.
Everyone has an opinion, Nate. Everyone has an opinion.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, man. But then again, it just the weight of the opinion is now being what's one for? Being more than lack of a better word, judged. Because
skewed,
you're skewed because you're collecting something else, but then you're not practicing what you preach and what you're talking about now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like if I'm collecting Funkos and I give advice about Hot Toys. I'm like, I don't collect Hot Toys at that point. You know what I mean?
Well, then again, he was a veteran. The individual we're talking about is a veteran collector in doing it, and just like, all right, I'm done with that. I'm going here. Still has a valid opinion in the game, but then again, it's what you put your money into now that judges what you
Yeah,
say.
that's the thing too. Like if you're practicing what you preach, right? That means you're putting the sacrifices in that line, or sacrifices in that IP, or that once a scale lineup, or Hot Toys, or whatever you collect,
DeLorean, baby, it's coming. It's coming.
Like the sacrifice. There you go. Perfect example. It's all about the sacrifice, and you show that through what you collect, right?
Well, the real trial for InArts hasn't even really begun, because everybody was instant messaging me talking about the first Grail challenge of yours to Nobe has been completed, and I'm like, has it really?
Has it?
Has it though?
No, it hasn't.
Like, kind of feel like a lot of cheating was going on there. I'm like, was it?
It didn't reach the time restraint that was within the that was the first check mark, which never got filled in.
Yeah,
so that's a fail.
That whole situation, talk about a he said she said situation. There is definitely something rotten in Denmark there. Shipping in March and June. See, look at that. In our Joker shipping in March and June, but yet there's YouTube influencers that think it's the cat's meow and they get to review it. So then you start to, well, what's going on here? Right? The biggest pre-order holder is Toys Wonderland, but yet you can't even buy one. You're willing to pay the $200 and $300 shipping, and they don't even have any in stock. So then you ask yourself,
yeah, they're holding your bigger boxes because you can't pay the extra $330 on top of the $95 you already paid for.
Mate, I know somebody that wants to buy, that's willing to pay the $300. They don't have shit in stock, and they're the biggest holder for the figure. So you see how something's starting to smell? You're like, is that bullshit in the air? What? Something?
You mean like Australian kangaroo poo?
Did someone fart Loco?
Post it, baby. Go, FTJ.
Bullshit.
My bad. That was my bad. Okay, continue.
It's kangaroo. It's kangaroo shite. Kangaroo shite.
What?
I smell koala poo.
Right?
Yes.
Everybody's thinking it's the Holy Grail, but yet they don't have it in hand. They're going by kind of
one video.
It's very weird. It's something just doesn't add up there. And now the fact that they had to issue out that March and April or June, and then so if you go with the cheapest shipping, it's going to be like the 2-pack Boba Fett that I bought. It took like 90 days. It took a little over 3 months to get that damn thing for me. And I live right next to California, so I don't know. Something is just not adding up there. Talk about a company that has gotten a lot of free passes and a lot of excuses. It's so weird. But the minute that Hot Toys is late with something, it's the end of the world. Then everybody's with their pitchforks and everybody's in love with Mace Windu, right? But yet, InArts can't get their act together. So I don't know. Tread carefully on that one. That story, and here's the thing, Nate. We're still in the first act on this story. This is a developing story with the whole Joker InArts situation. Yeah, it's odd. It's very, very odd. That's all I can say on that.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of like the prophets have betrayed us situation here with InArt, man.
As planned. Would you like to see the relevant data?
Tartarus, the prophets have betrayed us.
OG fan with a $2 super chat, y'all. Hot Toys is king. Season 5 release in 2022. Howie rules.
Listen,
they're delivering. Look. Here's the problem. Here's what doesn't make sense in my book. How a select few overseas was able to pick up a Joker Deluxe and review it, right? And yet Toys Wonderland, or even just, I mean, I like 1/6 Kit. He doesn't have any in stock, or he hasn't gotten his full shipment yet. And so to me, it feels like they cheated, where they knew the clock was running out. They knew that the world was watching. They knew pundits like me were going to call them out. So in an act of desperation, they scrambled up a few of the Joker Deluxe. They sent out a few of them in escape pods to selected few to speak highly of it, leaving the rest of the community kind of in limbo till what, June? But yet we're providing bullshit excuses. Well, you know, China's getting locked down. China's well, what the fuck does that mean? I'm getting my Proton Pack pretty soon. I'm getting my G.I. Joe Striker. Mondo is still delivering. Hot Toys is still delivering. So it's either something's not adding up, or it's pure incompetence from Menards,
or strategy to stay afloat,
or poor management, or do they not have the materials? Because those pre-orders are still open on Toys Wonderland. They're still collecting funds. So it just doesn't make sense. And then when you ask around, right, it's, well, it was so bad that Toys Wonderland had to issue out a statement on it, telling everybody to calm the fuck down, you know, about everybody loves a good scandal. That's the thing with Toys Wonderland. They always love to play the victim. Screw them. They always
play the victim.
They're always the victim, right? Always the
There's only one victim. There's only one victim, and that's Nate.
Absolutely. Thank you, Loco Lu. I'm the victim here.
Right. I think of, you know, I think of that meme. I'm gonna have to upload this meme because I'm probably end up talking about it in the next. They knew there's like the meme from Don. You know which meme this I'm gonna refer to. It's the one from First Contact, where the Borg cube enters Federation space. They're under attack, and in an act of desperation, they jettison an escape pod, travel back in time to cheat. Right. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they did that.
On the bridge, giving out like they knew they were in trouble, and they cheated by sending out a few, right? And then so the hypocrisy is, I'm going to read Mike Hawes's super chat here today, but the hypocrisy is that everybody in China supposedly has them, but nobody in the rest of the world can buy any, which is so odd. It's just so weird. So was it a large batch, or was it just a batch of 5 or 10? That's a thing, because we don't really have a true answer on that. But anyway,
I think it was sent just to the reviewers. That's my theory.
Well, of course. I mean, of course, it smells.
The samples.
It smells very shitty. Yeah, absolutely. Happy New Year, collectors! It's going to be a cool year for the 6 scale collectors. Hunter should be coming soon. Roadblock is on the way, and Mezco Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Roadblock. Who's providing a roadblock? Mike Haws.
3-0.
3-0.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
Roadblock from G.I. Joe.
Right. I was like, it's not from Hot Toys. Hot Toys, there's no Roadblock. Mezco.
Yeah, Mezco Ninja Turtles just announced, baby. I can't wait. And that's another sacrifice. That's $400.
Firefly should be coming out soon from 3-0 as well.
Yep.
Which that's
self-promotion. I'm getting out of 3-0 G.I. Joe line, so I have Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes up for sale if anyone wants them. Cheap as hell. So I need
them
space.
to me. I'll take them from you. I'll take them from you. That way you don't have to look.
Cheap as hell, not free.
I said you said cheap as hell, not free.
Not only did they I'm going to go back and bitch more about Enarts now. Not only did they knew that they were in trouble, and they needed to jettison a fucking escape pod, right? They knew that they needed to send it to specific influencers because they knew they could not send it to Justin's collection. They knew it would not count. They knew pundits like me were like, well, it's not going to count. It's Justin. He's their affiliated spokesperson. So that wouldn't be. So they knew that wouldn't count. So they had to pick strategic. Boy, this is probably one of the best chess moves. But I'm telling you, to me, it smells funky. This is.
It wouldn't make sense to send it to him if he already reviewed it.
Well, it's true, but they couldn't even send the finished product because they knew that he was already under scrutiny. So that wouldn't have even counted. So they had to pick strategic, and then make it. And then I knew it. I fucking call this too, Nate. I knew that they were going to use the first batch clause. I knew they were going to use the fucking the Santa Claus. They used the Tim Allen clause. They're like, well, you didn't get it. There was the first batch, the first batch, and only selected. We got more batches coming down. I was like, So I even predicted that they were going to clause their way out of that with the first batch excuse. So I knew that was going to happen.
Hey, Don, real quick, could you share this video real quick on the screen share? I do want it to play because it reminds me of what Denobi keeps saying.
Yep. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Just when you have it ready, you can share it and then we'll play it. So just make sure you got the audio.
If my computer doesn't die.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. Because I don't have my computer here. So
yeah, I know. I'm about to not have mine as well.
Yeah. Let me see who was going to bring up here real quick. Riley's in the house. Let me see. There you go. There's people who have no followers still getting Joker in hand and saying good things about it, not just to content creators.
It's the same thing. Like, they will spread the good word. That's the whole point. Like Denobi's getting at. A select few got it to try and keep everybody quiet from getting all angry. They can be like, look, other people are getting it. See, calm down.
I don't know what to believe because they're very sketchy. They fluctuate. They make things moving as they go along, right? So we don't even officially know how many Jokers are out in the wild.
10K is the rumor.
So what? There's some in China that posted it on Facebook. Cool, but yet the several of the hand of the third party resellers don't even have it in stock. I guess is what I'm really trying to say. TNS figures, they don't have it in stock. GN Toys, they don't have it in stock. 1/6 kit.
Nope.
Sent out to a selected few, as we are to believe, right? That he was able to get a small batch, but yet the small batch ended up to certain influencers. Okay, right? Sure. But yet the biggest retailer, the affiliated retailer, which is Toys Wonderland, it got so bad, they sent out that disclaimer telling everybody, playing the victim, right? Everybody loves a good scandal or drama. What wasn't that what the email said, Nate? Everybody loves it. Calm down, Can you imagine?
I remember.
The condescending email.
In their smoke-filled room, right? As they're typing that up, they're like, oh, calm down. We'll get it in June or whatever. So not only is the ship plus they were trying to backpedal with the shipping. Come on now. They know they're the biggest crooks for shipping.
I'm not a crook. I'm not a crook.
Crooks. They're the biggest crooks for shipping.
What was it? $400 or $500?
It was between $200 to $300, and they're kind of backpedaling that, right?
Okay.
They're kind of backpedaling their shipping. But the problem is that I know people who are willing to pay for it. They just don't have it in stock yet. So the ones that were cobbled up in someone's kitchen, right, next to the bathtub or something, those were clearly the ones that were sent out to meet the goal of the end of the year. Because remember, Queen Studios from John said, we're going to try to get a few of them out first batch. But yet there's people in the community that are still standing by them, which is odd, right? Because for me, it's toy business, not toy friends. That are still sticking by them, and they don't have jack shit in their hands to.
Well, I can see why they want to play friends because that's how you get in the ins and outs of certain companies here and there. Get maybe at some point maybe a free prototype here just to review it. Get the views and stuff like that. It does happen. Their first dibs. There you go, Lou. There you go. Thank you. First dibs.
Everybody wants the first dibs, but you want to know something? To me, it doesn't matter about what's first. And this is just me speaking about myself. It's not about who's first. It's about, was it delivered in time? Was it on point? Is it going through its first failure? Right now, it has high praise for the minimal people who have it. And the thing is this, it's a hot
So,
commodity. Everybody wanted it.
Nate, do me a big favor, Nate. Put the comment on for Riley. Put that on
Riley?
the screen there. Yeah, because I thought I've made it very clear. I don't want to see anybody fail, right? I, from the very beginning, have exercised to the community that watches me extreme caution when you're forking over $1,000 in a product from a new company that just launched. Okay, it's very dangerous to vouch for said company when you don't have the product in hand. It's very bad. It's very bad indeed, because what happens is you then encounter people like me that will throw you under the bus when the shit hits the fan, because who stood by this company, right? Who decided to vouch for this company, and people are losing their money, right? I then get to point fingers at that. That's what happens. Multiple comic book stores have gone out of business. This is the last several months. Big Bang Toys here in Las Vegas they folded, and then I think Dorkside Toys, and then a few others. It's been very aggressive in the toy industry, right? So I don't cater to anybody that wants to play the victim, because I don't want to see any company go out of business. I don't want to see anybody fail. I've made it very clear again, right? Just be very careful about how you vouch, because what happens is now everybody's the victim with the shipping. Well, we kind of knew, but Nate, we knew Toys Wonderland had expensive shipping. So now everybody's clutching their pearls at a $1,400 purchase, right? Not only that, though, I know people that want to buy it and they don't even have it in stock. So it happens now. Well, why did some people get it and others didn't? Well, China's under lockdown. Well, that's kind of bullshit, because Hasbro and all the other major toy companies are still shipping things automated and so forth. I'm still going to get my Proton Pack in January. I'm still going to get my G.I. Joe Striker. I got my Mondo He-Man. That was a timed pre-order. I'm pretty sure we're going to get majority of the releases from Hot Toys, right?
Yeah.
So,
isn't the other toy companies still like holding stacks? NECA's holding stacks, Playmates. Everybody that's over here that are domestic to us are still delivering. I'm a father. I have a child. She's 4. She's getting her LOL doll. She's getting all those little things here that comes from overseas. China, it gets delivered over here. You know, excuses. Just saying.
All right. I got to bounce real quick. So my Chromebook is now giving me OS errors, meaning I am screwed and I have to start backups.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right. Later on,
like I said, when you're ready for the laptop, we'll talk. I'll help you out.
All right, man. Yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to save what I can. So peace all. Thank you. Bye.
Later.
Nate, what you said? Lap dance? What?
Wait, what? No, but Denobi, he brought up a lot of good points, and pretty much, he's just pointing out the heresy.
We know you are no heretic. This is the true face of heresy, one who would subvert our faith and incite rebellion against the High Council.
Our prophets are false. Open your eyes, my brothers. They will use the faith of our forefathers to bring ruin to us all. The great journey is...
This heretic, and those who follow him, must be silenced.
Their slander offends all who walk the path.
The slander!
all right,
oh, damn, Denobi, he came in swinging today. Damn.
I'll be good. All right.
Damn, you came out swinging today, Denobi. Damn.
Well, Nate, I get annoyed when people are vouching for something that they don't own or have experienced. Remember, I try to treat everybody the same. Remember when I picked on you guys about 1/6 scale vehicles? Where it's hard to give advice on a 1/6 scale vehicle when you haven't experienced it from pre-order to purchase to displaying to how do you manage the box, right? That's a whole journey right there. Because to me, one of the biggest challenges is what do you do with the box? Do you keep it? Do you store it? Do you remote storage? So I've always said, you know, I'm like, look, there's nothing wrong with being humble if you have a 1/6 scale vehicle in pre-order and you're just kind of cautious as how you advise things. Like, you know, I don't have a DeLorean yet, but I can't wait, and I definitely do look forward to experience to sharing that experience and with you, my audience, because I have no clue. I think I might be able to put the box here. I think I'm able to do that. But when you have individuals in YouTube land who are vouching, for example, for module cases, and they don't even own module cases yet, or have used it or experienced it, it becomes a little bit fake, right? It's a little bit fake. It's different though, right? If you plan on getting module cases and you reach out to the audience, asking them for advice on how to display, that's different, right? Because you are engaging the audience and you yourself are learning how to incorporate the module cases into your collection because you just don't know. To me, that's very smart. That's very cautious, and it's a learning experience versus like, hey, I think module cases are the great. Well, how the fuck would you know? You don't even have module cases yet. How do you?
So,
yeah,
I was going to bring this up real quick from Riley.
The salesman. He's talking about the salesman mindset. Are you going to listen to the salesman who's never sampled the product or has never have any skin in the game in the product to begin with? I get what Adobe's saying.
Well, yeah, like I said earlier, you know, where's your faith and where's your commitment? If you talk about a figure, right, or talk about a line of figures or Hot Toys in general, but you don't collect Hot Toys anymore, right? You just collect statues, like.
So let's touch on really quick with Big Brother. Big Brother received a Joker Deluxe, right? Mm-hmm. And he thinks it's the cat's meow. I am not calling him a liar. I do genuinely believe that the Joker Deluxe that he personally received could have been tailored for him, and everything about it was legit. I've never had any. I pick on Big Brother all the time. I love his Russian accent, even though I know he's not Russian, right? But the situation that becomes tricky for him is that he himself received it in December. What about the rest of the customers who end up receiving it in June? How does that look towards him? Well, God, I got mine almost 6 months later, and he got his in December. Something smells funny.
Yeah, I was going to bring this up, Denobi. I was going to bring this up. I don't think the quality is in question. It's just the execution of these releases. You know?
No, I don't have a problem with the quality. It's how the whole situation is being managed.
Exactly. The execution. Yes.
Yes, it's being managed. And as we move forward throughout the year of 2023, Big Brother's situation could probably age like milk. It's not going to look good if he got his in December and he thinks it's the cat's meow, which again, I do believe him, but yet everybody else is getting theirs in June. And what are the excuses? Well, first batch, second batch, and third. Well, you could only give said company so many excuses before the amount of red flags start popping up. But again, even before this, even before the whole Big Brother situation, there was tons of other red flags. The whole situation is red flags. So, not to mention that Big Brother's been very honest. He pretty much shared with me what he paid for it. Value plays a big important part on perception of said deluxe figure. Compared to everybody else that'll probably end up paying almost double the amount. Oh, that plays a big part. I've even used myself as an example, right? Where I made fun of Fat Thor, but the minute I got $75 off of a Fat Thor during the BOGO, I thought he was awesome. Oh, I love my Fat Thor. Fat Thor is cool with all these accessories. Well, because I got him for a good deal, right? Nobody wants to overpay for something that can fluctuate in price. I think is that my second Grail challenge? Is will this hold its value? I'm pretty sure that's my second Grail challenge. Is that I doubt that this will hold its value because there's going to be third-party retailers that are going to end up discounting, because in retail there's nothing worse than having dead stock. Dead stock is a death sentence, especially for KG Hobby. I think they're suffering. I think KG Hobby, something's going on because a couple of my pre-orders are late and shit. Yeah.
Cisco Mafia.
So,
Yo, man,
what's going on
you
here?
should have been here like 20 minutes ago. Denobi was going
Oh
ham. I
no,
was like,
I had
damn.
to wait before Mafia shows up. Are you kidding? If Mafia came in here, he's gonna come in here and he's gonna be with his vape like, oh no, you're being you're kind of exo-sick.
Oh my god.
Wait, well, we're out of time though, right? You can't bring him on now, right? Aren't you out of time?
No, yeah.
You're out of
Let me
time.
see. I'm gonna be ending it like around 9, so yeah.
If the DeLorean drops tonight, I'll talk more about InArts. But I really am excited for the DeLorean Mark II. I hope it drops tonight.
Yeah, supposedly. So January 3rd was the last day for collectors over there in HK to put their money in for their figure.
Yep.
So, and then to solidify, just to make sure they got the figure in the bag, and then most likely is going to be released between now and Friday. So I'm hoping tonight, because usually tonight, Thursday going to Friday, that's when releases happen.
Oh man,
that's what I'm hoping for. A place for collecting. Carlos with a $5 super chat, and then here comes the big dog pound one. Just skipping that. There you go.
Yeah, I'll read this for you, Nate. Let me read this, Nate. A place for collecting, Carlos. Right? To confirm, you believe in InArt. You believe in InArt tailored the Joker for Big Bretta. No, this is the problem that I keep bringing up. I don't know what to believe. It could be, it could not be. I just do not know. But if I had to speculate, I would probably suspect so. But it's nothing is set. And this is all. Fortunately, the whole situation with shipping and everything has turned into a he said, she said situation, and information is very watered down. It's very muddied. All we have is what's being shared with us through YouTube land and on Facebook land. So all you can do is then start to put pieces of the puzzle together, and so you're going to have the side of the collectors that are kind of against it, right? And then you're going to have the influencers, I guess, that are for it and they're defending InArts, which again I don't understand why, because we vote with our wallets. Toy business, it's toy business. It's not toy friends. When you voice your concerns, you tend to get results, right? You tend to, which I suspect is one of the reasons probably why I got my module cases early. Even though I wasn't expecting them this soon, I did get my module cases early, right? Because in the end, it is the collector who's in charge. We are voting with our dollar here. And that's something that we should never forget. Why would you vote for something? Why would you take a very dangerous leap of faith for a company that has yet to still deliver a product to a paying customer, right?
Well, when you take it to that extent, you take it to that extent, right? Let's say we put InArt on the pedestal like Hot Toys, and they were making this, and Hot Toys did the same mistakes, the same delays, right? Everyone would be going up there with their pitchforks. But InArt, they were making excuses. They were like, "Oh, it's okay. It's their first figure. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right." You know what I mean?
What if Exo 6 did something retarded like that, where they only sent out a few cards to a few people, and then everybody else needs to wait up to 6 months? That's not a good image. That's not.
That's what we call samples. That's what we call samples.
Yeah, that's not very good. That's not very smart. Hot Toys, as far as I can tell, has never done anything silly like that. It doesn't make any sense. And again, unless it's not so much about to see InArts fail or to hate on them, is that you, the collector, you will always be in control because you vote with your wallet, and you should never ever forget that. David Z with a $5 super chat. DeLorean, Batman, and Robin will put me in the toilet if they drop at the same time. It's a cup of soup for 3 months. LOL.
Ecto 1. Yo, don't even forget about the Ecto 1 now. They could drop that early too.
I might look. To be fair with David Z, to be fair with David Z, I'm on the same. I have not purchased Batman Robin because I am waiting for the DeLorean to charge, so that way I can balance. So I can kind of balance the book. So I don't have Batman and Robin. I wish I had them now, but I can't because that's what is it, like a $550 hit with shipping and tax for me?
Yep.
Right? That's $550 right there. I'm like, I want my DeLorean first. Yeah. I want my DeLorean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be.
I have the same sentiment with the DeLorean. That's why I'm like, okay, I gotta hold off. So that's why the announcement for the Turtles hit. I'm like, I want to get it, but that's that could be put into the DeLorean. That's half of it already done.
So Cisco Mafia brought up a comment here. They do seem like samples, though. It's not globally released. Kind of bummed the release window is March and June. That's interesting. That is. Here's the thing. What I'm mad about, right? What I'm really mad about is the collectors are getting shafted. That they got to, spend that $330, $400 just to get their figure in, right? And they're not even going to get their figure in early, even if they pay the $400, and they got to pay it up now, unless they pretty much what's going on for? They're getting they're holding their figure ransom at this point. Toys Wonderland's holding their figure ransom right now. Either get it now or pay the resale price in the future if the resale price grows higher.
Yeah,
that's what's ridiculous.
Doing a hostage
situation where you're in our Joker. That's what I'm mad about. That's what I'm mad about with hey, I'm not mad about the delays because delays happen. I'm not mad about if someone gets their first figure first because I'm always taking my time with game figures. Hell, I got this EndGame. You can't see it from here, but I got my EndGame. Let me see if I can pull that. There you go. I got my EndGame Thor just last week. Right, this figure was out for 2 years ago. Right. I got it this last week, and I got it for half the price. So I don't get my figures immediately. I take my time, especially if there are deals out there. I get them. But it sucks that collectors are going through that. So it sucks.
Like Denobi says, the cats meow last year. The talk of town, oh yeah, we're gonna get the DeLorean. We're gonna get the DeLorean. Oh no, we just got Marty. Oh, it's not gonna happen. It finally happens. Dude, it's a waiting game, but veteran collectors say, you don't play when it comes to vehicles and you don't play when it comes to one-offs. You have to be strategic. Know yourself, but you have to be strategic when it comes to collecting.
Let me see. Riley says they posted a final product video of the Jokers through though that are samples. Wouldn't it not make sense to have it look worse for the next batch? Don't think they can get away with that.
That's why they do samples. See, in the toy community,
but we don't know. This is the problem. They don't have anything ready. To me, I feel they cheated, Nate. They knew they were in trouble. The deadline was running up, and they jettisoned a few of these Joker Deluxes that were made on a kitchen next to a dishwasher, whatever it was, to get it out, to kind of beat the sick, because they knew they were under the gun. They knew people like me were going to call them out. So to me, I feel like they cheated, but yet I know people who've contacted me directly who are willing to pay the $200 to $300 shipping, and Toys Wonderland was like, we don't have anything in stock yet, but yet you see what I mean?
You want to drop the $300 and $400 shipping right now, right?
I know somebody that wants to buy it now, and they don't have shit in stock. So then what happens is we have influencers again who defend them. Well, it was a first batch. China lockdown. It was an international release. It's one or the other, right? And so you have the sympathetic group over here, right? I mean, I don't know. Are they getting like a reach around from Menards? Is there something that I'm not missing around? Right? I don't understand that. And then you have the concerned collectors who've paid in full. That's a lot of money, right? That have paid close to $1,100. Like, yeah, I paid mine in full. And I'm a little bit jealous that so-and-so got his first, and I'm being told I got to wait till June. What gives, right? That's where the trouble comes in, because then the worst thing is what happens is speculation, right? You get people like me, pundits like me, that'll speculate, and then you'll have influencers that'll defend them. Well, why the fuck are you defending them? Why? Are you getting a kickback from them? Why? Why aren't you showing why aren't you showing sympathy to the collector that dropped you $1,100? I'll give you a good example. Me and Mafia, Anthony, we were questioning it on one of his streams, and it made Jay, brother's cousin, feel uncomfortable. Well, why do you think Jay felt uncomfortable? Because no one ever wants to look like the simpleton, right? Because he admitted, which I thought was really brave of him, that he potentially could have made a mistake pre-ordering the Joker through Toys Wonderland, right? And we had to let it go because Anthony saw it was making him feel, I saw that it was making him feel comfortable, but unfortunately, it's all about sharing the pain and sharing the responsibility, right? Brother's cousin will greatly. I mean, I think that's what makes him a cool dude. Like, I could have, this was not smart on me because, right? Let's not forget the first early red flag, the timed 3-day window. I love how convenient you can forget this shit. Remember the time window, right? And then the influencers out there that decided to dismiss it and didn't think it was a big deal. Well, what? You don't think it's a big deal?
Yeah, no. Yeah, well, let me drop the meme for you, Denobi. The paid. The paid. The paid. So Lost in Space, the remake.
Yeah, from Lost in Space. Yeah, the 19.
Yeah, I love that movie. I know people hated it, but I loved it. I love the droids in there, the robots. Yeah, it was really good.
I missed out that one. I saw the original one, but I didn't see that one.
But I was gonna bring up. Here's the thing. I know that collectors are saying that, but Hot Toys does it too, right? They have delays. But here's the thing though. They don't send out preemptive batches out before the actual release. They don't do that. They release them. They release them on the spot, and people will, depending on who you get it from, Sideshow or what have you, you'll get them. It's not like you gotta wait. Yeah, it's not gonna be like a select few collectors get them and then wait 4 to 6 months later to get your version. Hot Toys releases them.
But also Hot Toys has specific IPs, and any one of them could drop at any moment if they wanted to drop it early or a little later or on time. So think about it. You have your Star Wars, you have your Marvel and your DC, and then the other IPs like Avatar or whatever other movie that's popping right now, and it could drop at any moment. And if something gets pushed back, there's something else to satiate that miss. It's like, okay, I got something else from Hot Toys that is in the same quality. It's something that I collect. Okay, I have it. This will numb the urge for a bit, because some of us, when we collect like addicts. You're like, I gotta have it now.
No, but here's the thing though. So if that's the case, right? If that's the case with Hot Toys, like if collectors feel that Hot Toys is doing the same thing, right? Then where is the pitchforks towards InArt if they're doing the same thing as well? Where's the pitchfork? Everybody's giving them excuses or still supporting no matter what. That is okay. It's the first figure or something like that, But if Hot Toys does it, pitchforks here, burnings. It's great. Threats. Like they want a dragon to slay, right? And Hot Toys is the biggest dragon out there, so that's where it's easy to poke the biggest dragon out there, just for points and giggles.
You know what I think? I think people are desperate for it to succeed because it's the Heath Ledger Joker. I think they desperately want it to succeed because of it being Heath Ledger's Joker. That's why. And mind you, we don't have one of these that are supposed to be made. We have the double box set, right? You have the sculpted, non-sculpted, rooted hair for both. So that's separate within itself. So that's 4, and then the deluxe is 5. There's 5 different variants of this specific figure. that's supposed to be out for in-arts. And think about it. That's a lot. You have to swap out the heads. You got a sculpted head versus the rooted head, but that's a lot. The boxes change possibly too.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And deluxe pieces are not,
Nate, I'm not buying that Chinese New Year's excuse, because everybody else is still shipping their stuff on time. Look, you look what happens when I voice my concern to Brian from Module Case. I got my Module Cases yesterday. Things are still being shipped. Now, the Chinese New Year doesn't even start till January 22nd. So enough of that bullshit excuse about it takes 4 months to container. So great. If it takes 4 months, then InArts should have had shipments already inbound, right? They should have. And if that's not the case, then they just, what it does is that it shows incompetence and mismanagement. If they couldn't deliver this stuff on time, the Chinese New Year's, what the fuck does that mean? Everybody else is sending their stuff. I'm still getting my Proton pack. I'm still getting everything else. So no, that's not right. Blackbird Tech says to confirm Denobi 2 is not ordering the InArts Joker.
Here comes Cisco Mafia. Help me out with this one. Christian Detour. He says, Riley, no one got one in Korea and it's licensed.
It's just more holes. It's more holes in the story. That's what that is.
Yep, that's a parachute full of holes, man. You know what happens when you have a parachute full of holes? You fall straight down and smack. But that's not to say what they showed us wasn't a masterpiece and beautiful. It's just that it's questionable as a company starting off making promises they can't keep.
Wow. But didn't expect to get into the InArt discussion. Wow.
The Nobi came ready.
He came his wig, and good discussion though. Good discussion. Yeah. Because it's out there right now, right? The whole situation, the whole thing with InArt and with Toys Wonderland, you can't hide that. It's out there. So it has to be discussed.
Back to that one comment says I will buy one, Nate. I'm gonna buy one when they go on the bargain bin. Because remember, it's not just Toys Wonderland that took pre-orders. It's a bunch of other respectable third-party sellers that took Line Rock Toys, TNS Figures, KG Hobby. They all took pre-orders on this figure, and they don't play. If these kids who pre-order this stuff, if they don't fulfill these invoices, what happens is that this stuff gets discounted. KG Hobby's been having sales since October. Line Rock Toys, TNS Figures, they all have a bargain bin page. So is there a good possibility that the deluxe Joker is going to end up on the bargain? Probably. I would imagine so. This is $1,000, $1,100 figure, depending on where you buy it from. Not everybody's going to commit to that invoice when you add the shipping or what other hidden wacky fees are out there that get tacked onto it.
Mm-hmm.
See, InArt Joker is going straight into the Starlight Pit with Burger Fett.
I saw that.
How is that coming along, though, Denobi?
It's, believe it or not, because I know January is a slow month. It'll show up probably at the end of January. I'm like, because I was gonna push it out during holidays, and it was just too busy for me. But it'll happen. Trust me. Burger Fett will get buried in Death Valley. Yeah,
that's funny, man.
Where is is Queen Studios? Are they based in Singapore or are they based in China?
I thought they were China.
I thought they were in China too, weren't they? They're not Hong Kong based, right?
No.
Okay. That's what I thought.
I'm not sure. I don't I don't collect
I'm not
any of the Queen Studio statues, so I'm not sure where they're based. China. Okay, Think Panther Boy says China.
China, yeah. See. Mainland China.
China. Yeah, Cisco Mafia, China.
Okay.
Yep, shit.
But yeah, I'm more concerned with the collectors that are getting shafted with their, with their shippings and their, releases at that point. Everyone else is getting theirs, but they're not. The majority is not. That's, and then the idea that Toys Wonderland, hey, we'll help you out with the shipping, right? If you do your review and video up for us, and give us a good word about it. They said it right there on the NBC Cisco Focus. He dropped his conversation about how things went down, and he was not happy with it. So
yeah,
he was not happy. I'm more concerned with the collectors, right? The ones that I'm hoping things go through. Like, I'm hoping things follow through with art, because that's a lot of money that you might not see. Like, you drop $1,300 with Toys Wonderland, you might not see that money.
And it honestly depends on the retailer that you decide to choose, because I know I think KG Hobby only gives you store credit. If you're in the US and you went with Specfiction, very good US retailer, they would absolutely honor your complete refund back. But the main concern is Toys Wonderland, because they're notorious for not giving refunds back. If anything, it might even be just a store credit, and a store credit on an $1,100 purchase. That's kind of sour, right? Especially when there's so much good stuff dropping in pre-orders and in releases. Things move very fast. Things move very, very fast. So it's tough. It can be very challenging, where now you're being told your figure could potentially arrive in June, and Hot Toys and everybody else is putting out some good stuff, right?
And this is how hobby's still king, because if Toys Wonderland says, "Oh yeah, you gotta get this, that, and the third, and you gotta, here, like, we can't give you this figure because we don't have it in stock. Here's store credit." What are you gonna do? You're gonna have another inert. You can't buy inert. You gotta buy Hot Toys.
And look, we're all a bunch of collectors that we enjoy our collection. We enjoy playing with our toys, and this is something that I think me and Anthony we talked about, where Anthony pre-ordered his through Specfiction. Great online. I am affiliated with them. But what if the Ecto-1 Afterlife drops and it catches Anthony's eye, right? He may start to twirl his mustache and like, oh, that Ecto-1 looks gorgeous. So what happens is, as collectors, we like to move money around. We like to bounce things back and forth. That option is not so easily given with Toys Wonderland, or hell, even KG. I like KG Hobby, but even he's given me some sass from time to time. Same thing for GN Toys. I love GN Toys. I mean, there's a lot of respectable third-party sellers I've used. GN Toys is awesome. Never had an issue with them. TNS Figures, love them. 1/6 Kit, fantastic, right? But they all have different store policies on either moving things around or refund or even store credit. That place, it would be different if this was a $250 action figure. But no, we're talking $1,000 here.
You're talking about Hulkbuster.
We're talking Hulkbuster money here, where we're now going to be entering the spring, which is, I've said it for the longest, spring 2023 is going to be the scariest time of the year for me, because there's going to be some heavy hitters dropping, right?
That's true.
So we tend to we bounce back and forth, and what happens? And here's the thing, too, Nate. What if there's more delays? What if Toys Wonderland still is? I mean, it's not uncommon. Hot Toys has issued out delays on figures, right? So we don't even have any assurances that those Joker Deluxes are going to arrive by before June. They could be pushed out. Ew, that's going to suck, huh?
And then those that are ready, willing and ready to point their pitchforks at Hot Toys the moment they delay something. they're going to come out and still support it, and are like, oh, that's okay, and take your time, it's patience is a virtue. We can wait. Nah, but you're so ready to pitchfork the hell out of Hot Toys whenever they delay something. But when InArt delays once, twice, 3 times, maybe we'll see. I don't know.
You should never even compare I wouldn't pay anybody any serious attention if you're comparing InArts to Hot Toys. It's like light years apart.
But yeah, here's the problem though. People are calling InArt the Hot Toys killer. I keep seeing that. Everywhere. I still keep seeing that. Like it's gonna bring down the hierarchy. It's gonna be like when what's his name? The Rock said the power the hierarchy of power is gonna change now with Black Adam.
Which it did. It changed for it to be someone on the chair to there's no one on the chair because no one wants to sit on that throne.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Right. People like I'm bringing the reason why I'm comparing Hot Toys to InArt right now because that's what people want to compare. It's InArt and Hot Toys.
Which isn't fair, which is so weird.
It's not. It's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah. Howard is like, hold my beer and I'll get products out. He's been delivering a ton of. The last 2 months, November, December, it was out of control. There was releases every other few days. That's crazy.
Yeah, smoke them if you got them. He's right.
So we'll see. I mean, we're still in the first. This is the problem too with InArt is that we're still in the first act of this story, and it just is.
Yeah, they still haven't won yet. That's the thing. People are saying that they won. They haven't won nothing yet.
Yeah. When's it going to get to the point where the InArt Joker is going to be in stock in any of the reputable third-party resellers? We just don't know. We have no clue. So we'll leave it like that.
Yeah. So are you excited for Return of the Jedi? I know you are. You've been preaching about it for years.
Oh, hell yeah. I would want, and it's not going to hurt my feelings if they make a Jabba the Hutt. Because I like the Sideshow Jabba the Hutt, but it wouldn't bother me one bit. Yeah. I would want that. I just don't know which ones they would make. And then the one that confuses me the most is Return of the Jedi Darth Vader, because I just don't know how they would pull that one off. I just don't know what head sculpt they would use. If they would use Sebastian Shaw or Hayden Christensen's head or give us both. I just don't know how they would pull that off because Return of the Jedi Vader, the suit is slightly different and the mask does come off. That's the only one that has me kind of perplexed on how they would pull that off.
I would hope that they use Shaw, seeing how it's the 40th anniversary.
I would be with you on that. I would prefer Sebastian Shaw as well too. I really would.
I'm going to bring up Riley's question here. They haven't won. This is what I mean. Why is it a battle? Nobody wins but us collectors. Competition helps everybody. Here's the thing, though. Everybody's making it a battle. Every influencer is making it a battle. Like if it's Hot Toys versus like it's a freaking UFC match. There is no UFC match. Why? Why is there a UFC match? Everybody else is bringing that up in their streams. Like, yeah, Hot Toys versus InArt. InArt won. InArt got the better head sculpt. InArt got the better quality. Right? That's all I hear.
He says, why is it a battle? But then he says competition helps everybody. Competition is a form of battle.
The Olympics, that's competition, right?
One of the
Olympics is competition, right?
Everything it's still considered a battle. You're still going against each other. Competition is a battle. This is business. It's nothing personal. It's
just business, right?
This is the competition. It's the competition for the wallet. It's the competition for the wallet. Who has our wallets on lock right now? That's basically what it's for. To see who has your money. You know, depending on what kind of collector are you and what drives your IP that you love to collect, whether it's Iron Man, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, DC, Marvel, whatever. Whatever drives you, that's where you're going to put your funds in. And somebody who's going to give you the best product is the one you're going to go to. But if they haven't delivered on the words that they use, that they entrusted into you. Like, yes, this is what I promised that's going to happen. This is when it should come out. Give me your money. They gave you your money and ran away, and they haven't delivered yet. You're going to be like this. Where's my money? Where's my stuff? Where's my money? Where's my stuff? That's what you're going to be like. And that's what some collectors are feeling. And we're, as veteran collectors, we know that feeling. We're like, why are you holding on to my money? Just give me my product.
Yeah, Hot Toys, that whole announcement of all those lines they were talking about, come on. They're throwing out the drums of war right now. Like, you know where you want your money to go to. Yeah, I know. Return of the Jedi 40th, John Wick's, your Guardians of the Galaxies.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to financially survive the Return of the Jedi, because there's going to be, what, 6 or 9. I mean, if it's going to be anything like the Attack of the Clone phases, you figure what, minimum 6 Return of the Jedi figures?
Minimum 6, maybe 10.
Yeah.
You never know.
8. I say 8. I'm calling 8 for the year.
Yeah.
I'm calling it 8 figures. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt big.
God, I hope they do one of the droids from Jabba. Is it 9 or 90? Which is the one that puts R2 into the bar as a bartender? I want him. Is it 9?
Yeah, I know who you're talking.
Is it him?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the
which one? You'll soon make way in Jabba's sail bar. Yeah, I want him.
Hot Slayer Leia.
Yeah.
Return Jedi Darth Vader, the actual Vader to get. That's
we'll
the full-on head
I
sculpt.
think Vader's going to be a given. I just don't know which Vader they're going to use.
Yeah.
Max Rebo. I need a Max Rebo. He's the only one who survives.
Max Rebo would be nice.
Oh,
nice. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Wedge Antilles, Admiral Akbar. That'd be pretty cool.
Well, Admiral Akbar would be kind of cool.
With his chair, you gotta throw him a chair. And you know what? Because they could do a deluxe set, they could do regular Akbar without the chair, and deluxe set, that's where you get the chair.
Oh man.
Well, the Emperor's already been done with the chair, so that was Return of the Jedi. So we're not getting the Emperor again. That's done.
No.
So we need Vader. Are we going to get another Luke? Return of the Jedi Luke?
Probably for the USB powered lightsaber.
We'll probably get him like on another speeder bike, right? We'll get him on a speeder bike, indoor speeder bike.
Han and Chewie, finally, come on. The 2-pack of the year.
I think we'll get a
2-pack of the year.
Yeah, we'll get
the Trooper 2-pack, right? With the head sculpts with it, possibly, for Han and Luke.
Well, that'll be New Hope.
No, that's New Hope. I'm bugging.
Yeah.
Listen, see, I told you I'm not an OT guy.
Yeah, I would.
That'd be 50th anniversary of New Hope.
50.
I
That would
see
be
them doing
50.
Jabba the Hutt. I'm telling you, I think Jabba the Hutt with like Bib Fortuna.
With Hot Slayer Leia? Come on now.
No,
Hot Slayer Leia, let's go.
I'm not holding my breath for Slave Leia because she's done. She's the Slave Leia is not even being made for Black Series. She hasn't been made in Black Series like in 6 or 7 years, so she's done. You're better off bashing her.
With all the Carisians that's still sitting in stock, they could do General Carisian. Yep.
That's right. Poor Lando.
Poor Lando.
Poor Lando.
Ah, man.
Neem Nub.
Rancor! What do you guys think? Come on.
A Rancor?
No.
Yeah.
We're not going to get the Rancor.
Well, it's too damn big. That's the problem. Compared to the Book of Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett's still a baby. That's about the size of what Denobi has right there.
Yeah.
But the Rancor for Return of Jedi, it'll be pushing what? Okay, how tall is that one? 32 inches tall?
This one's 29 inches, the one in there.
29 inches, right? A Rancor from Return of Jedi will be pushing 40 to 50 inches tall.
No, look, all you have to do, if you go to Wikipedia, it'll tell you what a Rancor is, and then you take that and then you divide it by 6, and it'll tell you what a 1/6 scale Rancor is. Go to Wikipedia, right? Folks, kids watching, right? If you go to Wikipedia and then you pull up the feet, right? What is it? Like, how big is a Rancor? It'll tell you what the feet is. Then you take the feet and you divide it by 6. That's a 1/6 scale Rancor. So
let me see real quick. Let me see.
Yeah, that's how 1/6 works.
How tall? Here's the thing, though. That Rancor you have, it's underscaled. It's not a true 1/6.
Why would So I just told you the inches. I know it's 29 inches. So if you take, so do I need to pull up the math here? Hold on.
How tall is the Rancor?
Yeah.
Okay, they give me two different sizes here. Average between so the highest would be 19 meters tall, and then the average would be 10 meters tall, like the regular size, but 19 meters tall. I'm trying to look for the Rancor for Return of the Jedi. How tall was that one?
Hey Google, how tall is a Rancor?
Around 5 meters tall. According to Wikipedia, fandom. Standing around 5 meters tall, with their long arms, immense jaws, and armored hides that could withstand blaster fire, they were formidable predators.
So 5 meters is what Wikipedia. So
yeah, Wikipedia tell me 5 to 10 or 5 to 19. So let's do average 5. Yeah,
5 meters. So 5 meters to feet, right? So that's 16.5 feet is what, or 16.40. So you take that, right?
15 feet tall. No, wait.
5 meters. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not correct. A Rancor wouldn't be 15 feet tall. That's the one for Return of the Jedi.
That's the one that's being used, isn't it?
No, the Rancor is way bigger than 15 feet tall, though, in Return of the Jedi.
Sure about that? Remember, he gets picked up. He picks up.
No, he's way bigger than 15 feet tall, though.
It seems like it is. We tend to remember things differently as kids, but it.
Let me see. Return of the Jedi. Because it's doing between 15 and 10, and then 5 and 10, and then 10 and 19 meters tall. There's Return of the Jedi. Rancor.
Every time you say Rancor, the only thing that comes to mind is Boba Fett on the Rancor. That's what he
Boba
thinks
Fett on
of.
Rancor. That'd be nice.
That's what he thinks of. He's like, oh snap. Like kaiju battle. That's basically what it was.
Damn.
When you take that, it's about 28. It's about 28 inch, or just 20.5 inches.
20.5 inches.
Yeah, that's
So
15,
look, the audience.
yeah.
Look, the audience figured it out. 5 meters divided. Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. But yeah, I'm like, there's no damn way that's just 15 feet tall, man. He looks so much bigger than that. Shoot.
That's what she said.
But if that's the case, if they do just the 5 meter tall option, right, which will be about the size of the Sideshow version you have right there, it should be possible then.
We tend to remember things very differently because people are just. This is off of Wikipedia, and you can actually pull this off of other several websites. A Rancor is not a giant skyscraper, folks. Right?
No.
It's a giant beast of burden that had a Rancor keeper and had a chain. And remember, he picks up a Gamorrean guard in the hand, which fills his hand. He's not that damn big, folks. So it's about 29,
the rank
28 to 29 inches. I have.
But yeah, I was going to bring up that in the Wikipedia, it does vary between 5 meters and 19 meters tall.
Well, okay.
So the biggest ones will be 19 meters tall.
So you're getting some.
Can we get Gamorrean guards on the
Force
40th?
Unleashed. They have these monster species versions, but we're going off of the one off of
From Return of the Jedi,
which is 5 meters, which is the one that Wikipedia references. So I'm telling you, it's a 1/6 scale Rancor.
Yeah, I thought the Rancor you have right there. It's a great statue though. Like I saw it in person. It's a great piece.
Yeah, 16 inches 5 meters, 32 inches for the rank for Return of the Jedi. So I'm telling you, mine is very, very close. It's probably an inch off of a true 1/6 scale. I think that's one of the reasons it was never labeled by Sideshow as a 1/6 scale. But to me, it does a good job of representing a 1/6 scale Rancor.
Oh yeah, it's still good. It's still a great piece. If they could do that for Return of the Jedi Rancor right there from the Sideshow version, and Hoppa does it, just make it to a power pose. Just do the arms. That'd be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like King Shark, who's coming out sooner than Stroker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're going for the big one, Cisco Mafia. We're going for the big. We're going for the one that Denobi has right now. That's the one I really want for Hot Toys and Make.
Yeah, we don't want Moochie. We don't want Moochie.
We don't want Moochie, okay? From Clone Wars. We don't want Moochie from Clone Wars.
Because I know in the Star Wars Force Unleashed video game,
bad.
They had some monster giant ones there, like huge. They were bigger than the one that was seen in Return of the Jedi, where you had like a city, like you had like a whole platform and people on it and stuff. So we're going off of the Return of the Jedi. Yeah,
we're going for the Return of the Jedi one. I don't know. Maybe they can pull it off, right? But we'll see. Honestly, with what's going on with the creatures at this point, because so from what I've been hearing, the blurs weren't that great in sale, so they're probably gonna take their time with creatures at this point. You know, like they'll rush into creatures because of what happened with the blur. But I wouldn't mind more vehicles through Return of the Jedi. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
But see, Blurg is a character, but is also technically a vehicle.
What other vehicles we're seeing in Return of the Jedi? Other than the Chicken Walker. That's going to be too big.
Chicken Walker, yeah.
It's too big. That's too big. That's like what?
But they did the ATRT, and the ATRT folds down, right? They could do the same thing with the ATST.
That's a junior version of that.
Yeah.
That's a one-man vehicle that's like a bike compared to that. That's a car in the air with two legs. You know what I mean?
But yeah, they already did a 1/6 scale version for displays for Rogue One, and that thing was massive.
Huge. Yeah, it's huge.
But it'd be a cool piece if they ever decide they want to do it. You know, if the legs are collapsible, you can still fit in your display. You know,
if it's a statue, if it's a plastic
I think I'm with Loco. It'll be too damn big. Remember, there's a whole scene that happens inside that Chicken Walker with Chewbacca and 2 Ewoks. That was a giant cockpit inside there.
Yeah.
So I just don't. I think it'll be too big. Yeah.
You know what? It'll be cool though if we get the way we get the Millennium Falcon cockpit is through Return of the Jedi.
Oh shit! Knock Jazz Inks out the water.
Yeah. I would.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, I don't think that the Hot Toys Falcon cockpit is off the table, by the way. I can see that thing still creeping up. I mean, if things are coming in from the graveyard, I wouldn't count that out yet, to be honest with you.
Oh, speaking about graveyard, we still got the Vulture to drop. We haven't seen nothing yet after that.
Yeah.
That Vulture was supposed to drop already.
Yeah, I think right after we're done with the DeLorean madness, that's when they'll drop the Vulture, or they're waiting for the next open showcase. We'll see.
Yeah, because after today, I'm putting my order in for my after the stream. I'm putting my order in for Spider-Man because I didn't get to do it yet. I have the funds now to do it, so I'm going to get my Spider-Man in. Then I'll have everybody.
The reason why I have faith that we might see the ATSC is because the ATRT is able to be collapsible, right? And if you could do that with the legs with the ATST, it could save space for collectors. That's one of the reasons why the ATRT was able to be, produced at that point, because you could collapse it and you don't have to worry about shelving or what have you. But it's still a big piece, right? But I would love ATSC. I would love that.
Yeah. Nate, I gotta go. I gotta get dinner ready for the kids.
All right, got you, man. Thank you for coming in. Actually, going to be ending the stream in a few minutes. Going to be a 3-hour stream today, and then I'm going to go straight to bed. But just give me a call, Denobi. If DeLorean drops, I'll make sure to talk with you.
DeLorean Watch 2023, always.
Yeah,
I'm here. I'm ready for DeLorean Watch. I'm here. I'm ready. I am ready. But yeah, man.
Denobi just left. Okay, cool. Later, Denobi. He did it again.
What he always does.
He did it.
Yeah.
He did a Houdini. He disappeared.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool, man. Just talking about Return of the Jedi. I want to do a stream where I actually get my computer back next week and just do a stream dedicated just for Return of the Jedi and go through all the photos, videos, what we can see, what can be released. Can't wait to see that. Also, I'm dropping all the GOAT videos because I know I couldn't drop it while we were discussing about the madness of InArt all over the place. It could have cut the flow of the pacing of the conversation. So I'm gonna drop all the super chats. Here's your goats for you, and just trying to find the goats here. Where's my goats? I'm going through the phone here because my other phone just died.
Now you know how hard is it to...
These gifts, as is tradition, the protectors of our world are bestowed with great beasts. Giant goats!
Oh, look at...
Yeah, Lou, I agree. I know now how hard it is to go through this.
Yeah, told you it's not easy with a small ass phone. But
2 minutes straight of goats. Okay, I'll drop you another goat. Okay, I'll drop you another goat. I'll drop you another goat video. Let's see. And I lost the goat video. Damn it, the phone just refreshed. No, I ain't gonna go and try and find the goat video now. Anyway, again, guys, thank you all for coming in. Thank you all for watching. We went into a in-art discussion, and I was surprised. I was like, damn, Denobi had to open up about it. Like, damn, Denobi. Wow. Crazy. For those of you who haven't gotten your in-art Jokers yet, or on the delay, or your Toys One is holding your figure ransom with the shipping, I hope you guys get your in-art Joker. I hope everything works out for y'all. And hopefully the in-art Joker does get released, because that's money wasted at that point. If it gets delayed again, and then you have money that's stuck somewhere you can't even move, it sucks, and I get that. Hopefully things can work out for y'all in the future. And hopefully in art, that you want to stay in the game, just do better with your, executions on actually getting these shipped out. Keep the collectors in mind. And yeah. Anyway, peace out, guys. Yeah, peace out, everybody. Thank you all for coming in. Well, next week I will be, like I said, I'll be doing streams next week. Once I get my computer back, I want to do dedicated streams of each IP that was pretty much announced through Hot Toys. So John Wick. Actually, I might do John Wick, Guardians, and Quantumania all together for that stream. I could do that. But Star Wars 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi and 20th anniversary Clone Wars, that's gonna be dedicated streams. Gonna be a lot of stuff we got to discuss. And unfortunately, we don't have time to go talk about the new Spider-Man figure and Mark V Iron Man. But I'll get into discussing with that on a later date. We'll do another stream for that. I got very greedy at this point, because I thought I was going to fit all this in there, but it didn't work, of course, because Geeking Out's out of your damn mind. But yeah, don't worry, we'll get it in. I know I know streams are not talking about the 20th anniversary, talking about 40th. I'm like, no, let's get it. Let's give some 20th anniversary Clone Wars love. That animated short that pretty much is the greatest animated short of Star Wars of all time. We gotta discuss it. Samurai Jack creators worked on that show and made it into a damn freaking masterpiece. Okay. The original Samurai Jack creators. So we got to talk about that. We got to talk about all the nice figures that we could get out of that series. It should be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Yeah, we need in-depth on the 40th. Yeah, of course, we're going to do a 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi discussion. That's going to be a straight-up stream just dedicated to that, because so many figures out there that they could do for 40th. And hell, they could keep pushing 40th stuff for Return of the Jedi like they did with Bespin and Luke for future years. Like, they keep dropping stuff in there. If we don't get everything this year for pre-orders, they could keep dropping stuff for next year and the year after that.
Yes, they can. Definitely can.
For the weapons, yes, absolutely. For the weapons. All for the weapons. All right, guys. Thank you again. And remember, guys, the three rules. Three rules is the Nate rules. All right. No Nate rules. Number 2, know your collection. And number 3, collect your way, guys. Remember that. Collect your way. And hey, don't get it twisted. We all love collecting. We just shared our concerns, right? And if you're on board with InArt and you're excited for their releases and their figures, that's fine. That's your collection. That's your collect your way at that point. I can't tell you how you're gonna collect that way. Like I said, the only reason why I'm frustrated with InArt right now and Toys One is because what's going on with collectors' money. Like, Like you're pretty much getting held ransom at that point, and I'm not a big fan of that. And I'm not a big fan of collectors getting screwed over.
Yeah, that could have been us easily.
Yeah,
easily. But shameless plug, Half Shell Saturday this Saturday on my channel. We're gonna talk about the Mezco Turtles. We're gonna talk about what's been announced and what's been released. We are gonna make it happen this Saturday live.
Nice.
Open invitation. You know, if you're up early in the morning, I'll be up talking about these turtles.
So Big Dope Pond 1 says, Geeking Out, rule number 100. No more pre-orders for NR until they deliver us the Joker. Damn. These rules are getting out of hand. Now we're at 100. I got a feeling the other rules. Yeah.
I thought we was at 111 rules.
Yeah, okay, past 111. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 111 dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills. Damn. All right, guys. Thank you again. Remember, we're just simple collectors trying to make our way in this freaking galaxy. I made a weapon with you always. Later, guys. Later.
Bye now. Peace.
Bye now. Peace.
Bye now. Peace.
Let me see. Yeah, you know what? Let me do the sacrifice here. Yeah, or you know what? No, let's do Mace Windu. Yeah, let's do a little bit of Mace Windu here. Let me see. Party is over, baby.
Master Windu, how pleasant of you to join us. This party's over. Brave, but foolish, my old Jedi friend. You're impossibly outnumbered.
I don't think so.
We'll see.